Yes, good morning. Welcome to Patrick and the People. And we've got a good crew today in here.
Woohoo!
Going to be a fun day, I can tell already. Got lots to talk about. Rich Rockwell is in the house.
Good morning, man.
That's right, Sam Rockwell's cousin. And then to my right, it's Amanda. You know Amanda from the break room. And she brought me a special gift today. Now,
I did.
I don't exactly.
I am the greatest gift giver that you have ever met in your entire life.
Look at this right here.
Yes.
Yeah, now, some people might think that looks somewhat like Deadpool, but really, that is not.
Whatever gets you through the
You
night,
see,
right?
you see the point here at the top tells you this is a crocheted butt plug.
Well, on the base, because we got to make sure there's a base. Always make sure there's a base.
Look at Billy butt plug.
No matter
there.
what you
Billy
use.
butt plug.
Billy butt plug.
Yeah.
Hey, is there a plug-in under there that I can use?
Yes. hold
I
on.
love it.
Throw it over here. I got you.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, yeah. There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
fun.
All right. Yeah. So, first of all, yesterday we had, I think, about probably a 5-hour show.
Jeez. Dang.
Yeah. Well,
On purpose?
No. We ended the show and Brandon was out. He was out sick. He is out sick, and I started the stream. I forgot to stop it. So somebody called me about 2 hours later and said, "Hey, you know you're still live, right?" And I'm like, "What?" No, I'm not.
Everybody was messaging. They were like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to rewatch the show. It won't load.
I can't hear anything. I can't hear anything. That's hilarious.
So we were all just in a rush to get that
Why isn't
after show
anything
cigarette,
working for
right?
me?
I don't know what's the matter.
What's not working?
My cord's not working. It's not,
plug in it,
it wasn't pulling
wouldn't-
it.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe your cord's
Maybe my
messed up.
shit.
Yeah. Well,
team.
let's before we get into some stuff that news you can use and whatnot. Rich,
Yo.
you're not alone anymore.
Oh, yeah?
You remember the day that you drug someone across the convenience store parking lot, right?
Yeah.
On purpose?
Well, no.
No, mine was on accident. I was just in a rush, and yeah.
Yeah. Well, today
experience.
Amanda nearly killed a bicyclist.
I did. Actually, I think he was trying to unalive himself.
She drug him about 6 blocks, I think.
Oh, no.
Is that right?
Well, I mean,
On purpose?
Well, the first 2 blocks were not, but after that, I was
Yeah.
like, you should let go.
Stop holding on.
Stop holding on, bro.
No,
you know?
she
what?
legit ran into a bicycle.
No.
Yeah?
He ran into
He
her.
ran into me.
Okay.
If I had run into him, I probably wouldn't be here because I would be filling out a police report.
Right.
But I was on my way here, and I was just bebopping on down Chester because that's my hood, and I'm going the speed limit because I've got some tail light work I need to have.
Right, some bulbs
handled.
that need to be taken
Yeah,
care of.
and I'm still a little skittish, when it comes to authority figures. It's
Yeah.
just trauma. But here, I'm just bebopping along, and all of a sudden, on the right, I see this bicycle coming, and they are not stopping. Yeah, there's a stop sign. They're not stopping, and so we see each other, and I swerve, and he swerves, and I hear this little thunk.
Now, are we talking like pedal bike?
Yes,
Or, okay.
a bicycle.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
a
right.
bicycle. And oh my God, bless America! I stopped in the center turn lane, and I hop out, and I'm just like in pure shock, and I just stood there and looked at him. He's like, "I'm good. It's just bent. I'm good.
It's just bent.
It's just bent. It's just bent.
I mean, I couldn't even.
I'm going to put my
say-
bike on my shoulder.
I couldn't even say anything to the dude. I was just stuck. I was like, "Am I supposed to call the police? Like, I don't know what to do." But I was like, "Well, I hadn't seen everybody in a week, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go." I mean, he hit me. I mean, it's kind of his insurance, right?
First thing I said is, did it mess up your car?
No, I think he hit my wheel. I think our
Yeah.
wheels hit each other. I did look for damage. I didn't see any.
Yeah, I got to wonder. I mean,
Welcome to the people who have hit people
Holy
club.
shit!
I wonder,
It's a fun experience.
Oh my
isn't it?
God!
yeah, I'm thinking to myself, and this is probably this poor bastard, who's finally said, you know what, I need to get healthy.
Yes.
I'm going to get a bicycle, and I'm going to get out of here and get myself in shape. And day one, he coming down a hill, doesn't have control of the speed.
You know what would
I'm
even be
sorry,
funny?
I'm
Welcome to
sorry.
cycling.
I can get behind the he's trying to get healthy idea, but based on his attire on the clothing, it may be he was leaving the trap house and he was headed back to
I see.
his sober living to come clean to the house, Dad.
Yeah, that's why he said, no, I'm good.
I was going to say it'd even be funnier if it
holding.
was like the same dude.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, I hit him and he's like, all right, I'm done with the car. I'm going with a bike.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah. He can't stop getting hit no matter what he does.
It was a white male. He looked bald or very light colored hair. Does that match the description of the
I don't
individual?
remember.
No. Oh.
No, after he drug him, there was so much blood he couldn't tell.
What did he,
Rich was like, he's a ginger.
yeah, what did the screams sound like? That's what
Hers or his?
My music's too loud to hear
Did
anybody
you
scream.
yell or anything, or were you
No,
shocked?
it was full on shock.
You were in
It was,
complete
yeah.
shock.
Buenos dias, Chad. Hell yeah, we got Go Hogue watching or listening or something. But yeah, blessings. No, I was listening to my chill station.
Yeah.
You know, because it was.
So you're all in your zen and your zone.
Yeah, you were
for the
kinda
morning.
Yeah, it was.
It's that early morning music.
Yeah, I wasn't bumping Glorilla just yet. You know, the sun
yet.
has to get up.
She's coming here.
She's coming to Bentonville. I saw
Yeah,
that.
she
Yeah.
sure is.
I don't know if I'm going to make it to that one. I've got a few concerts already lined up.
Oh, do you? What's on your concert calendar?
Okay, so
Little doggy
I'm
said,
getting-
thanks for the ride,
you're
lady.
right. You're welcome, boo. I would have put you in the car though, babe. I would have. You would have gotten a ride here. So, I am joining forces with my partner in crime from college, Jamie Collins, Captain Buzzkill, and we are meeting up in St. Louis for Kendrick and SZA.
Oh, that'll be a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Tyler wanted to go real bad.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't. He's mad at Kendrick since the Drake beef, but he loves SZA.
Walk it off. Like it's going to be so sick. It's
No,
going
it'll
to
be
be
a
so
great
sick.
show.
And then I'm going to fly up to Colorado where Jamie lives to see Wu-Tang and Run the Jewels.
What? Wu-Tang's coming here, aren't they?
I don't think so.
Wu-Tang for life. bitch.
Wu-Tang. Everything else is temporary. Wu-Tang is
Wu-Tang's
forever.
for life. That's right.
Diversify your bonds.
The Wu-Tang Financial Investment.
Hell
Group.
yeah.
All right.
Wu-Tang ain't nothing.
Let's get to some of this here. Apparently, Green Day nabbed an award at the iHeartRadio Music Awards, and Billy Joe decided on a weird acceptance speech. Apparently, he used the speech
Especially
Mark Wahlberg gave in Boogie Nights.
Oh,
Okay, because I was seeing that.
Yeah.
I was like, is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah,
right there?
he almost verbatim gave that same speech. I don't
How
know what the deal
interesting.
is. You know, he's kind of a weird cat.
He's on the ayahuasca.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Some shoplifters in Tennessee took the art of distraction to another level. Man and woman approached the counter at Citgo with 2 pythons. The cashier was looking at them. The 2 other suspects took $400 in CBD. Got away in a car that had bungee cords holding the trunk closed.
We
So
sure
far,
want
the
some more snakes.
Suspect snakes and bungee cords are still on the loose.
I bet that's a fun, hotel stay.
Yeah, I bet, no doubt. A Dominican Republic judge ruled in favor of an American linked to the disappearance of a University of Pittsburgh student. The young lady's been missing for 2 weeks. She was last seen near a hotel walking with Joshua Ribe of Iowa. He had been held in the Dominican Republic since her disappearance, appeared in court Tuesday, asking to be allowed to return to the U.S. The judge ruled in favor of that.
Oh.
Her parents have sent a formal request asking them to declare their daughter dead. Her parents believe she drowned accidentally, and this guy may know about it but wasn't responsible or anything.
I mean, just listen to his name.
Ribe? Yeah.
Joshua.
Joshua, yeah.
He's from Iowa.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean,
South by Southwest is getting a makeover. It's being reimagined for next year with a shorter schedule. You probably know the Tech Film Music Conference it's been around a long time. It's going to run just 7 days. The second weekend of shows will be canceled. They want to have fewer musical artists, but give crowds a better experience. Sounds like they're cutting costs.
yeah.
yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds good, doesn't it? Let's see. Police jumped into action in New Zealand. They got a call 2 swimmers were in distress, so them and the Coast Guard and a rescue helicopter rolled out. Turns out those struggling swimmers were geese. That's right. Authorities say the caller shouldn't be upset about making a mistake. Better to be safe than sorry.
No, they should be upset.
The chopper shows up and it's a geese.
Honestly, I thought you were going to say that it was just two people
You're right.
enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
You know?
Copulating.
Yeah.
Man, yesterday they released 63,000 pages of documents related to the 1963 assassination of JFK. The newly available files pertain to the Warren Commission's investigation that concluded Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. The documents include details about Oswald's attempt to get a visa from the Soviet embassy, the CIA's monitoring of the KGB agent. The files have been uploaded to the National Archives as part of the Assassination Records Collection and are available to the public right now. Go see them.
Nice.
Big thanks to Elon. I know some people don't like to hear that, but NASA astronauts Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams safely returned to Earth yesterday after an extended mission. It was originally going to be an 8-day stay. Oops, it was 286. Going to be late for the parent-teacher conference. This was due to technical issues with Boeing Starliner spacecraft, which was deemed unsafe for return. So they called in Elon. He brought up the Dragon, and they undocked from the space station and completed a 17-hour journey that ended with a splashdown off the coast of Tallahassee. And every single time I see those boosters return to the
Yeah, you're talking about where they
where
fly
they sit
down and it
the arm
catches
gets
it? Yeah.
I'm just like, man, that is some Star Wars, Star Trek shit
Right?
there, man. That is crazy to see. It's cool as hell.
It is.
It really is.
I mean,
Looks like President Trump proposed a full ceasefire in Ukraine to Vladimir Putin. They had a 2-hour call yesterday. He did decline a complete ceasefire, but agreed to a 30-day halt on attacks that involved the energy infrastructure. He demanded that the Ukraine stop military mobilization and that all aid to Ukraine from foreign militaries cease. Zelensky criticized those demands, argued they could leave Ukraine vulnerable. Partial agreement, well, we'll see what happens. You know, they're talking. All right, what else is going on here? Louisiana executed Jesse Hoffman Jr. using nitrogen gas.
oh.
It was the state's first execution in 15 years, and first time that method was used. I wonder if is that like going to the dentist office?
I mean, that's what I was about to ask.
is
Did
it
he
just
get the
really
bozo
funny?
nose?
I mean, you know, if
Did
you
he
can,
laugh himself to
that's what I'm
death?
saying. If you can laugh on the way out, that
Bro,
sounds pretty good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, crack my ass to death.
Yeah, seriously.
sounds good.
Screw a firing squad or lethal
Yeah.
I was going to say,
injection,
side
like-
note, did you all hear about that one in
Hell
South
yeah, I
Carolina
did.
that was
Like,
like the first firing
what a
squad
choice.
execution? I mean, the dude
chose
chose
it,
that that's
yeah.
how he wanted to die. But
Yeah,
like,
you know, he picked it. You know what's interesting about that is that if I'm not mistaken, the way that works is only one of the shooters have live rounds in there.
Yep.
They don't know which it is.
Yep.
And that way, none of them know which one of them killed him.
That's exactly what I've
okay.
heard.
Yeah, to
Yep.
prevent guilt or
The
anything
trauma,
like that. The
PTSD.
trauma.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they made like some sick game out of it or something like
No.
that. Oh,
yeah.
no, not that one.
That'd be awesome. That's kind of great, actually.
Damn.
That's pretty good.
Damn.
We'll try this one.
Okay, movie.
Next.
Movie
We
idea.
got 6 of them.
There's a movie idea for you.
There
There's a
sure
new
is.
Hunger Games for you
Right?
right there. That's some effed up stuff, Rich. Damn.
Man, you probably
You
take
dark.
taking your kids to the daycare today.
No.
Nap time meant nap time for real in Georgia.
Uh-oh.
A daycare center in Forsyth is closed right now after allegations they gave Benadryl to kids to make them sleep at nap time. Miss Hughley, a teacher there, was arrested March 10th for giving the medication to 3 2-year-old kids without consent. Benadryl not recommended for kids under 6 without a doctor's approval. The daycare director and another teacher were arrested, and so we'll see what happens. Yeah, don't be giving the kids Benadryl if you. No, man, come on, because you want them to take a nap.
Everybody knows you go with melatonin. Come on.
No, that's even worse. That'll screw up your what is it called?
The growth, whatever
Serotonin?
thing. Yeah.
No, it's
I don't know.
it's like a
Amygdala.
your clock.
Your goo?
What's it called? The
Internal clock?
Yeah, it'll come to me.
I don't know.
Give me a minute.
biological.
It's still early. Circadian rhythm.
Circadian rhythm.
Oh,
thing,
okay.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah, taking melatonin can mess up your circadian rhythm if you're not
Man.
careful. And it really will have a reverse
Daycares,
effect.
yeah, daycares are so scary these days.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I think they've always been
they
scary. You
always
just
have.
know now.
Yeah, I just know now. Yeah. Well, and I was so screwed up whenever my kid was in daycare. Like, and thank God for Miss Carrie's, like, Carrie, I think it was Peyton Hillis's mom owns that or something.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, but it was a great spot. It was a really, really great spot. But, like, in my days as painting spaces, we painted a daycare. And I won't say the name of it because I don't remember it, but it's in West Little Rock. And, oh, my Jesus. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, a landlord special.
Yeah,
you're real
I know.
You know the landlord special.
Yeah, I know what
That would be top tier
Wow.
if that was.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
Wow.
That's wild, man, to hear that. Yeah, no, I'm not ever shocked. Look, they don't exactly spend the most money on the people they hire. At least a lot of them pay pretty low dollars.
Right.
I do know this. One of the greatest calls I ever got in my life came from a daycare.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my son was, man, he hated daycare so much. And when we first started taking him, or I first started taking him, he was really, it would really upset him, And so I think he was 5, and I got a call. When I got to work, I got a call and said, "Yeah, Mr. P, yeah, this is him. What's up? This is so and so over at Bright Ideas." That was the daycare.
Bright ideas.
Yeah, and that was the name of it. And now
Today we're gonna study
now it's
how to
got
hit
set
people
like
on a bike.
the Child Care Network or something like that. But I said, "Okay, what's going on?" He said, "Well, I need to talk to you about your son." And I said, "Yeah, okay, I figured so."
Duh.
Yeah, and said,
I
"Well,
was hoping you're not calling about somebody else's kid.
well," I said, "What's the problem?" He said, "Well, he's calling people names, everybody." And I'm like, "Well, what do you mean?" He said, "Well, everybody that tries to talk to him, he calls him a fuckerhead." Now, let me explain as a parent, right there, you're frozen because you're
Yes,
like,
you're
they
embarrassed.
think that this is my
Yep.
phrase.
Right.
Yep.
And I just said, "Ma'am, listen, I don't know what's going on there." I said, "I've never put those two words together in my life like
Yeah,
that."
seriously.
I said, I'm a little jealous I didn't. But let me come on up there and take care of this. Yeah, he was just
Wow.
mad. He was just mad, and turns out he heard it from someone on the playground. But I was like,
Exactly.
yeah, like I'm supposed to,
Yeah, some
when you
little
walk
girl
in,
named Tiffany.
they are looking at me like, "Is this
Yeah.
what you say?"
Right.
You call him Efferhead all day?
Yeah.
No, I've
Look
never
at
said
the
that.
man.
Yeah.
It's his fault.
Let's see. Nearly
I'm joking.
5 years after a life-changing pool accident, Brooklyn Boyer got engaged to her rescuer, Alan Mann, in 2020. Just a week into dating, she hit her head on the bottom of the pool, left her paralyzed. He had just completed lifeguard training, jumped in to help till the paramedic arrived. Spent 3 months at the hospital in Denver, had to relearn skills, including how to drive, get around in a wheelchair. Despite those challenges, Mann and his parents remained by her side through the journey. When Boyer told Mann she would understand if he wanted to leave, he said, "Nah, I'm here for the long haul." And last month, after Valentine's Day, he proposed to her at dinner, and she shared how amazing his support's been. So that's kind of cool. A guy
That is
saves your
sweet.
life and it turns into a marriage. That's
Yeah.
What a great trauma bond story.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Pennsylvania's 27-year-old
Wait, she can't
Kelsey.
go anywhere.
You just got to lock the wheels.
There's a
down.
hill.
I mean, I don't know the recipe.
I don't know the recipe.
Pennsylvania's 27-year-old Kelsey McCula has turned her thrifted clothing side hustle into a full-time career. She paid off $80,000 in student
Go,
debt
girl.
in 3 years. She now earns $12,000 in monthly profit.
Hater.
Credits her success to good research, the rise of sustainable fashion, and the convenience of shopping curated secondhand finds. I'm going to bet, where is she at? Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Maybe they can afford it there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just sounds like she's pricey. I can already feel
Yeah.
it. Hey, here's big news. I know that nobody will admit this. Nobody's going to admit it. The concert will sell out, and no one will say they went. But if you play it, they'll come. Nickelback set to perform at the Field of Dreams movie site in Dyersville, Iowa as part of their Velocity Festival. That concert takes place August 31st with country star Brantley Gilbert also performing. Apparently, Nickelback tickets are going on sale Friday for that show. And
$20.
Apparently, they have plenty of shows coming up.
Oh, I thought you were going to say plenty of tickets.
Oh,
Like,
no. Well, they probably will.
Yeah.
I think they'll sell quick. And it's one of the top selling bands ever.
Absolutely. Hey, I've had it be requested twice in the past week. I think
Really?
one was to be cheeky, but I'm pretty sure the other one was dead
legit.
serious. Yeah, they wanted Nickelback and Creed.
Oh, yeah, no, they're serious. If they paired them up, yeah. Nickelback and Creed, no, you got tribal tattoos. And, you probably graduated circa 2001,
Man.
2002.
Trucker hats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The straight bill, flat bill trucker hat. Yeah, no, it's capped back.
Yeah,
The price of real estate is through the roof, but this is new. A parking spot that sold for $500,000 2 years ago is back on the market for $750,000.
Hold on. Parking spot.
I said a parking spot
Okay.
that sold for $500,000 2 years ago is now $750,000. That's not in a garage. It's a single parking space in Beacon Hills Bremer Street garage.
And it's not covered underground. No.
The lucky
Secure?
buyer of the space will also get to enjoy monthly fees of $291 in property taxes, $238 in homeowners insurance, and $400 a month in HOA fees.
Why?
There are also limitations on how it can be used. No trucks. For $750,000, I'll park.
Yeah, whatever I want.
I'm parking a spaceship
You
there.
damn
Elon
straight.
Musk will land at my spot.
That what
Yeah,
is
I'm renting
this?
it out to him. This is where's this? The Beacons Bremer Street
Beacons
garage.
Bremer
It's
Street.
probably
What is-
sounds New Yorky.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
New
That's,
Jersey.
Are
New
you
York.
kidding me?
Let's look. Let me just look. Hold on.
What the?
I know, right?
Why?
Well, because
it's got to be like centrally, like superly
I'll give
located
up.
or something.
park. You need
And
to
why
park.
are you paying HOAs on it?
Right?
This is Boston. Yeah, I wondered, what does the
What is-
HOA do?
yeah.
Mow the parking?
Make sure the stripes are,
Yeah, make sure the line's
absolute-
crispy.
Yeah.
So no
No
trucks.
bird shit or something.
We did not approve
Hey,
that color yellow
Listen,
for the lines.
for $750,000, you can only park from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
You're on shit.
weekdays.
You're on crack.
6:30 to midnight on weekends, unless you make other arrangements.
No.
Now, as an alternative, just so you know, a little less than, a nearby garage charges $400 a month. So that's a little cheaper than $750,000.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What?
I know, right? For a parking spot. Man, how much do you make to get that parking spot? That's what I want to know.
That is definitely somebody with like dual citizenship. That is-
Probably.
And it's EU stuff, you know.
Yeah, right.
Emirates
Yes,
or whatever it is.
that's right. United Arab Emirates.
Yeah, UAE.
Man, listen, if you go to jail and somebody asks what you're in for and you say stole
Lie.
a cow,
No.
it's just going to be bad.
It's murder.
32-year-old taxi driver, Dennis Wawa Simon, released on $300,000 bail after being charged with stealing a whole cow. It happened in Kenya.
$300,000?
Yeah, where the cow was reportedly taken, slaughtered, and the meat sold. I bet he didn't make $300,000 on that meat.
No. Is it 300,000 or is it?
No,
is it like the-
300,000 bail.
Okay. Oh, so it's like $40.
Yeah, well, maybe, yeah.
I don't know the conversion rate for U.S. dollars to Kenyan dollars.
I don't either. I don't either.
Is it like potatoes
Yes,
or
yeah,
straw
that's what you
or
get. You
goats?
trade in $10, you get a goat. There are some things you just don't do to deal with first. What? This is poorly written.
Yeah.
A retired fire captain from Maryland, Christopher Crittenden, arrested after he sucker punched a United Airlines agent at
Can't do
Dulles.
that.
Yeah, no, you're not supposed to.
Especially at Dulles.
He hit the agent hard enough to knock him to the ground. The motive not clear. The video went viral, drew strong reactions. He's now facing assault and disorderly conduct. Yeah, you don't expect that from the retired fire captain.
Oh, of course not.
The level of division in the country now affecting Tesla owners in a way beyond the obvious. Not only are they facing harassment, but they're being hit with higher insurance rates.
I heard that they're talking about Tesla's not being insurable anymore because of the rise of vandalism.
Yeah, due to the acts of vandalism.
Yeah.
As of last month, the most expensive EVs to insure are the Tesla 3, Model Y, and Model X. Insurance rates for 3 went up 30%. Just to understand, you know, if you're attacking Tesla, you're not hurting Elon Musk. He already made his money.
Right.
You're only hurting your neighbor or
Right.
the business owner or
And some
whoever
folks
it
bought
may
those
be.
cars long before anything.
Well, sure.
You
I mean, you know,
and some
again,
people just like the cars.
5 years
you
ago,
know.
everybody was down with an
Absolutely.
electric car, and now,
Absolutely.
come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. In just
We're
over
the dealership.
That's right. Just over 24 hours, we'll officially March Madness is going to tip off the first game of the tournament between number 9 Creighton and 8 Louisville. We'll start at 12:15 Eastern time tomorrow. So you still got time to join, get a bracket. You can do that with us. Go to my Facebook page or the PATP Facebook page and join in our bracket. But here are upset picks that could play a role. UC San Diego, number 12 versus Michigan. The Wolverines averaged 66 points over their last 6 games and don't have much in three-pointer rebounding prowess. UC San Diego has an average of over 80 a game, plus 7.5 in turnovers, and they got a defense that's only allowed 62 points a game. What do you think, man? Michigan going to get beat right off the bat at UC San Diego?
I hope not. I hope not.
You
But
don't
I
feel
mean, it
confident?
sounds like it there. I'm not feeling too confident. I'm not gonna,
Not bet.
place a bet to get slammed through a table or anything.
I was going to ask if maybe you wanted to.
Oh,
do that.
wait, hold on. It's time to bring that back, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We do need to ask everybody. We've got a list of some items. She's completing the Wheel of Pain for us. So we've got, I know there's choke collar. I know we got, or shot collar. Yeah, shot collar.
And a real taser.
A real taser.
Not the piddly
a gut
Timu
punch
taser.
from,
It's not one of the. It's not one of
gut
the.
punch
It's
from,
not a Timu taser.
No. The shot collar. It's not like a dog. It has like a button or something.
Yes.
Yeah, a gut punch from Nathan Kirby, being
God.
body slammed through a table again.
Are we
What
going
else
to
do
do
we
like a cup test like they did on Jackass, you know, where you wear a...
No,
No?
we're not
Okay.
doing it. There will
Well,
be
we-
nothing to do with the yam bag.
We are going to be nice and put a freebie on there, you know, just
One free space
one.
in case. It's just like,
One free space. Yes,
Yeah, that'd be
yes.
great.
But I'd love, I mean, I know we have a lot of really, really creative
demented
listeners,
humans.
demented human beings that listen to this.
That's right.
So if y'all have got some ideas, put them in the chat. We would love
Yeah.
to add them to the wheel. We've got about 12 spaces, and,
Yeah,
you know, I'd
we'll
love
need
to
a
be
few
able
more.
to, yeah, and I'd love to be able to, you know, switch them out and stuff like that. Maybe,
yeah, we need
add,
a good
subtract.
line though, where we can, when one gets used, we
Yeah.
can flip it to a new one. Yep.
Okay.
So which number 1 seed most likely to fall? Number 1 seeds are at the top for a reason, but also make some prime targets for upset. Of the 4, the rankings, the ones most likely to fall first. Auburn, they've lost 3 of their last 4 games, and possible matchups against Louisville or A&M could prove to be their undoing if they're not on top of things. Duke, I don't know.
Yeah.
Their talent from top to bottom can't be denied. It remains to see how much of a factor. How much of a factor Cooper Flagg's injury will be. Yeah, I mean, if Flagg is out, of course they're in trouble. But look, they've already been tested. There have been questions on how tested they are, but you know, potential matchups against Mississippi State, Baylor, Alabama, or Arizona will certainly do that. But Cooper Flagg is unstoppable, man. He's going to be the first-round pick.
what a name.
It is a great name, isn't it, Cooper Flagg?
Can't you see that on like a Heisman Trophy or something?
You have
know?
something like that, maybe, yeah. If they
Oh,
do,
wait, no, that's basketball, right?
well, I said something like that. I know it's bad, but yeah, no.
It's
Anyway,
the foosball.
the foosball. Foosball's for the
Foosball's
devil.
the devil. Yeah.
Yep, sports ball.
Have you seen her new show, Matlock?
Oh, my God.
No,
Do you like it?
No,
It's
because
great.
I love it.
I'm not
It's
80.
great.
I mean, you don't have to be.
You
You're
don't
watching
have to be
Matlock?
80.
It's
But it's
It's a good show.
That's the
It's,
last
no,
thing you
wait,
watch
wait,
before
though.
you go
It's
to
not
sleep.
the
Really
classic.
good.
It's not like a reboot of the classic
Not at all.
Matlock.
Not at
Oh,
all.
okay.
It's nothing like
Yeah.
the old Matlock.
Oh, okay.
No, and what was the
No, she's actually using
The name Matlock as a cover.
Yeah.
Oh, I
it's
see.
so good.
Yeah,
So it's like an
It's really
OnlyFans
funny.
for Kathy Bates.
Exactly. Exactly. And you know some of y'all are into that.
Some are.
No judgment.
Houston,
space.
if they do what they do best, the Sweet 16 won't be a problem, but things could get rough when they face Tennessee, Kentucky, Auburn, or Alabama. And then Florida, a trip to the Elite Eight's likely, but man, St. John's, Texas Tech, whoever's going to be there, it's not going to be easy. Let's see. West Virginia begins investigation into their March Madness snub. Really? Who's it? You're investigating because you got snubbed? Stop it.
Wait, what?
Who's? No team takes getting snubbed lightly, but West Virginia has taken it to another level.
bless.
The governor has officially requested the Attorney General.
Shut up.
Governor.
Shut up.
General.
Shut up.
Governor.
Okay, hold on.
You're going to tell me this is the biggest problem
Yeah, I
in
was
the
going to
state?
say, Rich, look up what all's going on in West Virginia.
All right.
I tell you what, how about you do an investigation
Jesus.
into Appalachia and figure out how to help those folks out,
Thank
would
you.
you?
Thank you.
Quit worrying about, man, stop it.
Oh my God. Yes. Cheese and rice.
Yeah, right.
What's
Under
more
a
important?
proposed settlement of an antitrust lawsuit between Tennessee and Virginia and the NCAA, NIL compensation could be a recruiting tool for schools. If the settlement's approved by the judge, the NCAA will stop enforcing rules prohibiting NIL being used in recruiting. In addition, that settlement will mean the NCAA will not adopt any new rules banning NIL in recruiting. Tennessee Attorney General Jonathan Skrmetti, what a name, said he's glad to see the NCAA give up on defending a world that no longer exists. Yeah, I mean, it's happening, whether the rule says it should or shouldn't. Trust me, when I tell you that it's already happening.
And their record's not horrible. West Virginia.
Can I just say it is impressive. I'm always impressed with how well you were able to say a lot of these names. Because I know that I look at them whenever you're reading them, I was like, okay.
Yeah,
You know?
I
Just the entire time we've been doing this.
that is a believe it or not, a factor of having spent, I don't know, over a decade doing sales by phone and having to pronounce every kind of name across the country you can imagine.
Yeah.
You see names that are spelled, what's a good one? The one that's NYG.
It's win.
It's like new and win.
Nijun,
Win,
NYGUEN, and it's win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's lots of interesting names out there. NGO.
Yes.
There's just a ton of
Yeah.
them. So and if you're calling someone, to try to get money from them and you
Well, you've gotta-
mispronounce their name, it's a bad.
Dunzo.
Yeah, you're done from the.
Dunzo.
Yeah. No, that's the worst thing. Mr. Najian,
Yeah.
like click.
Yeah, click. Click.
Yeah.
So I'm getting inundated with calls right now, from a lot of people named Tiffany and Lydia, which it sounds like it's the first time they're saying Tiffany or.
Oh yeah.
And they're all
Hello,
coming.
this is Tiffany.
Yes, they're calling from Iowa with Joshua, and they're all calling about what is the voice activation or voice recognition or whatever. There's the voice recognition department. Your business is not being found on Alexa and Google
yeah,
Voice
on
Assist.
Google, yeah.
And I'm like, how the not?
Google is the whoever calls for them. They're the worst when it comes to a small business because they will never stop
They
calling.
call me a dozen times a day. I block it every time because
No, they'll have
I don't
42
know.
other numbers.
I don't trust you.
Right.
I don't know you.
No,
and
I-
I'm not about to
Look,
confirm nothing
Right.
with
Right.
you.
Here's something. Google it.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, that'd probably be the way I go.
I've been getting a lot of those calls too, though, lately. Ever
Yeah.
since, like,
Your
they've
OnlyFans?
increased, like, huh?
For your
Because of
OnlyFans?
BCW.
Yeah.
Because of
For
ECW.
BCW.
Yeah. No, actually, for the intermission.
Oh, for the intermission.
Yeah,
oh,
ever since
yeah.
Gunner helped me the other day create a website for it and
Yeah,
everything,
as soon
and
as
now
your
like,
website goes up,
yeah,
you'll-
now they're calling. Someone called me yesterday. We're like, "Is this the intermission? We'd
Yeah.
like to talk to you about branding."
Here's what's next. You'll start getting inboxes, and at first it'll seem like it's a real person.
Yeah.
And then it's not. It's somebody who wants to improve your website, get you more
Always.
YouTube.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
All those things. You'll start getting
Always.
hit with those. nose.
Bots.
Yeah, they'll come for you. All right, good morning, y'all. Is that Amanda Parker? Yes, Angela, it is Amanda Parker.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tiffany. Good morning, Joey, Chad, Sean, what's going on, man? Mike, what's up? Mike Woodall.
Keith, Matthew Doug.
Brad, what's up? Keith? Yeah.
Mindy says good morning also, Amanda.
Who?
Good
Mindy
morning.
Parker.
Oh,
Or Mindy Alley, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, boo.
All right.
I love you.
Let's do this real quickly, shall we? You know what? As a real estate agent, I've seen lots of homes get caught up in probate. That's when somebody dies and they don't have a will. And the next thing you know, siblings are arguing over houses, possessions, cars, things like that. That is a nightmare you don't want any part of. You're going to need some help. You need someone with experience. You need Riggin Law. Okay, RigginLaw.com. Kristen Riggin there and her team are amazing at guiding you through this process. Look, you want to get what's coming to you, but you don't want to have to fight with everybody to get it. Just get Kristen to do the work for you. Go to RigginLaw.com. When you have questions, you have concerns about an inheritance, about anything like that, RigginLaw.com is the solution. Check them out. Have you been injured? You need an attorney with a passion for people and an obsession with justice. That attorney is Tim Reed in Little Rock. Look, they've won $1.3 million in wrongful death, almost $1 million in medical malpractice and in insurance dispute. These guys know what they're doing, but more importantly, he's not a figurehead of some kind. He's not just some person on a poster with a picture of a rig or a smile or his dog with him. This is a real guy you can text with, you can talk to, and who will take good care of you. He'll work with you personally to get what you deserve. Check out reedfirm.com, reedfirm.com, or give him a call, 777-7333.
Your words keep playing on a loop through my head. The price that I'm paying, well, the currency is dread. Thinking on what I heard, a question I'm trying to unwind. Digging through your words, how much truth will be mined? Paranoia is creeping in, a dirty fog that whispers. I'm hoping my demons don't win, picking at my mental blisters. The farther I walk in the wake of your words, the less I trust my compass. The more I stalk and take from things unheard, the less I trust my spyglass. It's so dark in here and I don't have a flashlight to illuminate my thoughts, to know which is right. Paranoia is creeping in, a dirty fog that whispers. I'm hoping my demons don't win, picking at my mental blisters. I hear the demons breaking in, the windows of my brain being busted. The doors are being kicked in, nothing in my head can be trusted. Paranoia is creeping in, a dirty fog that whispers. I'm hoping my demons don't win, picking at my mental blisters. I'm hoping my demons don't get wind.
All right, we are back. Got a message from Scotty. He said,
I just saw that one.
Patrick, please don't turn into the next Johnny Knoxville. He's not doing too well. I think they finally told him he had to stop the pain stuff. No, you're absolutely right. I'm not, trust me, I am not launching into that mode. But if every Friday we have a little fun, it'll be good. But that's a great comment. I appreciate that. Good morning, Angela. How you doing? Yeah, all right. Let's get to some stuff here that's pretty interesting that I think you guys might have a take on. So, as stupid ideas go, this one might be a winner. New York University has something called the Stupid Hackathon, and the partners created the Vapogotchi.
Okay.
You remember Tamagotchi?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
A Vapogotchi is a device that combines a vape pen with a virtual pet like the Tamagotchi. Now, here's how this one works.
You got to puff it to
Yep.
take care of it.
The digital pet only thrives when you use the vape. If neglected, it will die.
Oh.
They considered designing it to discourage vaping by harming the pet with each puff, but eventually decided to take a satirical approach, rewarding vaping to highlight concerns about nicotine addiction. So,
While you're dead, at least your virtual pet has lived
yeah,
on.
Wow.
the more you vape, the better the pet's appearance gets.
It's just nuts.
Come on, man.
Like, really?
Yeah, every time you puff, you're making your pet better. I
Yeah.
think this is fantastic. It looks insane. It looks like you're smoking a time bomb.
For real, is that the thing?
I guess so. This is a test model, but it looks. I guess that screen
Yeah, that
would
shit's
be on it.
exploding.
Yeah, no, that lady,
That's exploding.
she's gonna die. That's what's gonna happen to her. That's so funny, man, that they can do that. That's wild. That's wild. I remember, when
You've got
people would say, they were going to quit smoking when cigarettes got to $4 a pack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
$10 now.
Yeah, $10 now, man. For
Jesus.
it's crazy. I think it's
And-
probably 20 in California.
Oh, easily.
least.
And shout out to my knight in shining armor this morning, Rich, for going and grabbing me a pack. Was not prepared for how my morning would start.
$700.
Yeah.
Yeah, she drug a bicyclist 6 blocks. It's just a problem.
Well, and I mean,
I mean, it sounded like you were in need of them when you called me this morning.
Absolutely. I got here and I opened my cigarette pack and there was one in there, and I looked at Patrick and I was like, absolutely not. I was
Can't
like,
do it.
who's coming in that I can get to stop and get me a pack, because this is not
This
going
is
to
not
work.
gonna play.
No, especially, it was bad enough what happened, but then I was telling Patrick this. I got up to the light at 6:30 to get on, to the freeway, and I see headlights behind me. And mind you, it's 5:30 in the morning. There's not a lot of headlights that are out at 5:30 in the morning in downtown Little Rock, and I was like, oh shit, it's a cop.
Hit and run.
Hit and run, they're coming to get me. She's getting on.
Man, it's
6:30
crazy.
right east.
It's crazy how your brain works after
Yeah.
things like that. You get in
Yeah.
that fight or flight mode, man.
I mean, I haven't run from the cops since the 90s, and it still kicks
Still.
in. It's like, shit.
Did you evade
What
them,
do I
by the
do?
way, in the 90s?
Once.
Once? Oh,
Once.
foot, car?
No,
bike?
car, and it was out weird kind of that area that's like Jacksonville, but not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That no man's land, gravel ridge and whatnot.
Yes, and it's the 90s, and if
Yeah.
if you were
make a
alive
right
then,
turn,
you,
yeah.
bro, you can hide in a cornfield
Yeah.
or somebody's tall grass, and
No,
Yeah.
we would pull in driveways.
Yes.
Turn the lights off, lay the seats back.
Did you all see that video on circling around Facebook yesterday about the dude in Hot
one?
Springs that ran from the police?
Which
No.
oh well, I was
He was.
watching.
Sorry.
No, I was watching the one of the lady that was running from the cops Monday morning during school traffic. So
In Hot Springs?
no, this was I think Celine.
Oh,
yeah,
and
or maybe
Celine.
North
A lot
Little
of
Rock.
running. I don't know. It was
And,
just,
everybody's running.
yeah.
You're
Get your
right.
tags. But what about this guy in Hot Springs?
Well, it was
That's
more.
always
It was
fun.
more it was more like the police because they were questioning this guy. It was like right on Central there in front of Hobby Lobby or
Always.
whatever, and dude was like, I didn't do anything, man. I didn't do
Yeah,
anything, and
yeah.
then takes off running. And so like the cop goes to you can see the body cam, but he goes to take off running, and
Love
the cop
body
just
cam.
face plants it in the middle
Oh,
of the chase.
no.
They're like, don't these guys have to have like some type of,
You
physical report or something?
I don't think that they have to like retest. Right? Like, I feel like it's a one and done.
Like,
I think
by the
sometimes-
time the cop got back up, the dude was across Central, gone. Yeah.
What do you even do at that point as a police officer? Like, do you just get in your car?
Get in your
Do you
car and
just,
go,
like,
you call it
cry?
in.
All right.
Yeah.
Turn your cam off for a second so you can cry.
Dude, I would delete the footage so it didn't get on
Yeah.
Facebook. Yeah.
Emotional support butt
And you would be
plug.
in court. All right, so let me ask you
shit.
this. Rich, let me start with you. Food. I'm talking about food. What's
Love
the
it.
most exotic type of food you would say you've had in your life? You've tried
Alligator.
alligator. And a lot of people have probably tried that, like chicken with a kick, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind
A
of.
little like
Okay.
alligator bites. Yeah.
All right. What about yourself?
Fish eggs.
Oh, caviar, the worst thing I ever tasted
Yeah.
in my life. It's like you scrape the
Agreed.
bottom of the ocean floor.
Agreed. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Why?
No,
Worse
it's,
than the potted meat from.
Oh, way worse. No, it's
Way
literally
worse.
the grossest. Other than beets, it's right
I
there
love
with
beets.
Yeah.
No, no, you don't.
I
Nobody
do.
loves beets. Nobody loves beets.
I do.
You like eating dirt?
I was traumatized
That's what it
with
tastes
beets.
like. Dirt to me. No. Well, here you
Pickled
might love
ones?
this.
Pickled ones?
No, no.
All right.
But y'all might like this. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife has released a list of 5 invasive animals that Americans can hunt, catch, and cook.
Okay.
So eating invasive species, according to this article, can help protect native wildlife, reducing the numbers, limiting the damage they cause to the ecosystem. So let's talk about number 1, the nutria. Do you know what a nutria is?
What?
Yes.
A nutria is a giant rat.
Yes, it
Oh.
is.
Yeah, native to South America, nutria are invasive inhabitants of the Gulf Coast, Atlantic, and Pacific Northwest. It's a semi-aquatic herbivore that has meat that's lean, mild, and tastes like rabbit. There it is.
That's what it looks like.
Tastes
Yeah.
like
Hey,
rabbits.
we need to go find that New York dude. We found him a free
Yeah,
buffet.
no, he would certainly would eat that.
Are you talking about Dick Colligan?
So would you eat a nutria?
No.
No.
You wouldn't try it?
If I had to, I mean, if
Okay,
we're talking
survival.
post-apocalyptic
Okay, yeah.
dystopia,
If you-
Yeah.
If you have one eye, you're on the run from
Okay.
zombie apocalypse, yes, you'll
If I
eat the
had
nutria.
to, but more than likely I would try to domesticate it and it'd be my friend.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not gonna go, pulling through the McDonald's drive-through and be like,
gonna
"I'd
eat
like
that
the new rat
McNutria."
McDouble, please." The McRat.
You'd make nutria.
Yeah, the McNutria.
All right, how about this? The northern snakehead is a
That
shark-toothed
sounds
fish.
like a name for an appendage on
Oh, yeah. it does.
on a male.
Shark-toothed fish native to East Asia. These fish can live outside of water for several days. They can
No.
breathe air.
That's a problem.
They can wriggle from one freshwater habitat to another.
Can they wriggle?
Yeah. Now, this is a snakehead fish. Look at this, y'all.
That is gorgeous.
Would you eat it?
Yeah.
I'd eat it.
I'd eat
Okay,
it.
so you try it.
I mean, hey, it's not gonna look like that when you eat it,
No, it definitely. And it looks like.
and it does look cool. Like,
yeah, it looks really cool.
honestly, it looks like something they'd make like boots out of or something.
I
You know,
feel
as
like
far as the
Anthony
skin.
Bourdain would cook that bitch up, and it
Yeah.
would be delish.
Yeah.
yeah,
Lot of butter.
and
Lot of
then
butter.
Bear, yeah, a lot of butter,
A lot of butter.
a lot of butter,
A lot of butter.
and Bear Grylls would make shoes out of it,
Okay, yeah, that's probably true.
and the
as well.
fin would be like a knife or something.
Bear Grylls would make shoes out of it while it's alive. If you just put his foot in his mouth and walk with him on his feet.
It's fine.
All right, the green iguana is arguably the most visible invasive animal. They're native to Central and South America. They're cold-blooded. Florida has a huge problem with them. It said that. Well, look. Here's the question: would you
No, I'm
try
not gonna-
iguana?
no.
Would you eat an iguana?
How many would you have to kill to get an
good piece-
actual meat?
Iguana on a
Right?
stick. An iguana
Look
on
at
a
that
stick.
thing. Or
Yeah.
actually, I don't know how big are those things. Are they like the
Tastes like chicken.
You boil it with potatoes and carrots.
No.
Like a stew. The meat falls off the bone. Said it's so good.
No,
It's just like pulled pork.
you're gross. If
What-
it's like pulled pork, why are you having it with potatoes and carrots? Why don't you smother that bitch in barbecue
That's
sauce?
right. The barbecue iguana. I'm telling you, iguana on a stick's the way to go. Don't even change the appearance, nothing. Cook it just like it is. You know?
Have you done that?
No.
Oh,
This one I think is almost insulting. Carp. Invasive
Like the
carp.
fish?
like
Yes.
the fish?
Yeah.
Why
if
would you not eat-
carp? Why would you eat carp?
Oh, okay.
You've eaten carp?
No, I'm just asking. It's a
Oh,
fish.
because it's horrible. It's
Oh,
one
okay.
of the worst fish you could ever eat. It's terrible.
So nasty.
They taste like, no, they're not even that good. I was going to say they taste like ass, but they're not.
like
No,
ass.
they're not. Feral hogs and wild boar. Yeah, I can see
that's a
people.
normal
I mean,
thing,
that's not anything crazy. That's just a wild pig.
I mean, if I had to, I'm just not big on pork other than like barbecue. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like I can do a pulled pork sandwich.
I like barbecue. I like
Actually, I'm a liar.
tenderloin.
I'm a liar. I like brisket and I like smoked turkey.
Yeah, I like tenderloin. I
Yeah.
like
Just
what else? Sausage, breakfast sausage.
You like
Pause. Pause. No, you're
we
not
all
going
like a
down
little
there.
sausage in the morning. Don't we?
Mine's different.
That's how you
It
get
doesn't
the
come with any accompanying friends.
That's how you get the day started.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Actually, it's not.
No, you know.
Divorced.
Oh, fair enough. All right. Let's see what we got here. Well, you know what? I do need to do this very quickly.
Why do I have to wait, little doggy? What am I waiting for?
Wait, what?
I
know
don't
little
know.
doggy said wait, Amanda.
Go to today if you get an opportunity this evening. Maybe go to the Drunken Monkey over at Jacksonville Conway area. You've been there before. It's a nice place.
Dude, it's beautiful inside.
Yeah,
the
but those
pool
pool
tables
tables-
were awesome.
They're amazing, aren't
Yeah,
they? Yeah.
and like top-notch quality. There's some pinball machines, man. It's a really cool place.
pinball.
Yeah, they
I
got
like
cornhole. They got karaoke parties every Friday and Saturday. They got barbecue. 7619 John Hardin Drive in the Cabot, Jacksonville area. Get out and check them out. And then if you think that your tile floors look horrible and you think
They
you're going
do.
to have to redo them, you don't. A to Z Carpet Pros has technicians that use professional tools will make your grout white and your tile look amazing. They give you a free estimate. Give them a call, 765-5612, or go to A2ZCarpetPros.com. A2, that's the number 2Z, carpetpros.com, and check that out.
Cleaning your grout can be a real big game changer.
is.
It really can. I promise you, little doggy, I love bacon.
Bacon, who doesn't?
and someday I will make you my candied bacon,
Oh, yeah.
and yeah,
You know,
you'll be good.
if I would be suspect of someone who doesn't like bacon.
Well, he says it's un-American, and I mean I would have to agree with
Yeah,
you.
it probably is, yeah.
And
What's funny about that is that bacon back in the day, that was the part that nobody was eating.
oh yeah,
Yeah, and so they fried it up real hard and kind of rebranded it into bacon, and then everybody
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
went crazy.
delicious.
Yeah.
Have you had the bacon burnt ends it right?
No, it's good.
Oh my gosh! So and
How does that work?
I don't know.
No, I mean, what is it like they come separate? Do they go on
So
something?
you can, so let's say you're getting a plate, right? You want
Yeah.
a 2-meat plate, you
Yeah,
want
yeah,
your
yeah.
brisket, and you want some bacon burn-in. So it would be like another,
Oh,
it's
okay,
not
another-
a side. I mean, you can get
oh.
an extra side, but you can absolutely get it as your whole effing
Oh,
meal
wow.
if you want.
I would like to see that.
It's really, really good. I am a big fan of Wright's Barbecue.
Yeah, where are they at?
Bottom of Cantrell Hill, Rebsamen
Okay,
area.
I need to go check that
Yeah,
out.
it's really good. It's the best smoked turkey I've ever had,
Mm-hmm.
and that's even against Burgess. I know, right? And it's their greens, the best restaurant greens I've ever had. They're rough chop. It's not out of a can. They're a little spicy. Their
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
mac and cheese. It's shells and cheese. So good.
Man, you got me getting hungry.
Yeah, seriously.
It's really good.
Well, so today is supposed to be what it is, National Laugh Day. I don't know that anybody celebrates it, but there are some interesting facts about it. Of course, 95% of Americans think laugh is a stress reliever, and if you don't, you're probably in a coma. So
You're sad.
laughter
you need to
is
laugh.
one of the most popular ways to interact with people. 96% of Americans like to make others laugh. 77% of people think they're funny. That number is way smaller, by the way.
Yeah.
And 39% say they make fun of themselves to make others laugh. Yeah, sometimes
probably
people
get
like to do
therapy.
that. More people think they're the funny one in the relationship. So 60% of you think you're funnier than your significant other. 68% of men think they're funnier. 54% of women think they're funnier. Who do you think makes you laugh the most, Rich?
You?
Me.
Hey-oh. Friends, 38%. Number one. Number one answer is Friends, 38%.
Yeah.
Significant other, 26%. The kids, 15%.
No, y'all are
Your
lying.
siblings, 8%. Mom, 7%, and Dad, 5%.
Yeah.
Dad's not funny?
I was going to say it'd be a
Why can't Dad
50-50
be funny?
between friends and kids for me.
Your kids aren't funny.
No, kids are only funny to their parents.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Well,
that's...
and you're just telling them that so that they'll.
Oh, I see
Stop.
what you're saying. Yeah. No, I mean, they amuse us with the dumb shit they do, I think.
Well, I will give you that. I will give you that. Yeah, the decisions they make.
I just like watching them try and figure out how to do things sometimes.
I
and
don't.
just watch it, you know.
I don't.
It's interesting because over the years I've done, stand up, you have a lot of people that want to try it and come out and they'll do open mic or they just want to try their hand at it because they've always been the funny person at work.
Right.
And I'm going to be honest
Turns
with
out
you.
they were the manager.
90%, right? That's right. 90% of the time, it doesn't work out for them. And it's an odd phenomena because, you're like, well, everybody thinks I'm funny. Yeah, because they know you.
Right.
They've known you for a long time. They know your perspective. You've been that guy forever. But when you get in a crowd of people that don't know you, it all of a
Right.
sudden will change.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't understand. It doesn't translate being funny at the office to being funny on a stage. It's a real big difference. Now, you may be able to do both, but most of the time, yeah. It's not.
No.
No, man.
No, it's not.
And it's hard to watch that happen because, they'll come in super confident, ready to
Yeah.
rock, ready for the crowd to embrace them, only to find out that
Fall on
those
their
things
face.
that
They
will,
just stare at them.
But you
Yeah.
know who that is entertaining for?
the crowd.
Every-
Exactly.
Yeah.
Literally everybody else.
Let me tell you, there was nothing better for me as a comedian than following someone who bombed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I absolutely. They would always. I'm so sorry, man. And I
know.
didn't want to tell them.
Right.
Hey, you just
Hey, you're-
delivered me gold. baby.
Right.
Because all I got to do is step on stage and break that tension, and I got it. They're mine. then.
Easy peasy at that
Yeah,
point.
it's a cakewalk. Then it's the hard times is when you get somebody goes before you who's amazing.
Right. And then you have to
absolute-
follow that. And
Yeah, no, who's absolutely a killer. you
Right.
know, And then you're like, now I gotta work. The rule there, first of all, you have to acknowledge them. You cannot leave them unacknowledged if
Yeah.
they do that well. You gotta give them another
Interesting.
round of applause.
Okay.
Give 'em another-
Absolutely.
You gotta celebrate them. And
is that for your own good, or is that just proper stand-up etiquette?
Well, it's good etiquette, but it's for your own
Okay.
benefit. Yeah,
Gotcha.
you have to acknowledge it so you can leave it behind.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you acknowledge
That's
it.
a good point. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, you acknowledge it, and then you better come with bam.
Something. Yeah. You better follow it up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the time to wade in. It's the time to ta-ta, and just really grab them by the throat. You got to pin
Would
their
that
hair
be a
back.
time to try new material, or would it be lead
Not for
with
me. It was.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably not. I wouldn't
for
want
me.
to.
lead
No,
with what
Not
you
that
know
I'm a
is
stand-up
good?
comedian, and not that I ever would.
If I'm going to follow someone that just crushed, I'm going to lead with something that I know is going to crush.
Yeah, you're probably
Yeah.
gonna
I'm
want to.
going to go to my arsenal and go, I know this one's going to bring the level of heat I need. And then once I hit that level, then I can make an adjustment and go back to taking my set from the beginning to the end. But I know how to
Right.
catch them, put them in that laugh zone. And we, Laura and I both in stand-up use the Cat Williams metric, which is just something we saw Cat Williams say, which is
How many joints you smoked?
No, that's funny, but no, he analyzes how many laughs per minute he gets.
Really?
Yeah, and that's it. He goes with laughs per minute. That's how he mathematically figures what he wants to do and how it's working. And we kind of pick that up too, because some people just stories go way too long.
Right.
Now there are some people like Ron White's a slow burn
Yes.
comedian.
Yeah.
But his setup is so good. It's stylistically, he's just enjoyable to hear.
Right.
Yes.
And so that kind of is different in a way. It's just like its own little lane over there.
Yeah.
But most comedians, the longer you go without a punchline, it's just not good.
Right.
So you got to learn when you're telling a story to make
Get the
all
points.
parts of the story funny and not
Yes.
just the end result.
Right.
Well, and I love when there's the little offshoots, but then it circles back, and
Yeah.
we may have been talking for 10 minutes, but what initially started, you come back to, and it's like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
that's called a callback.
I love
And
that.
that is an elevated comedic art form, and you know when you see comedians do it that's
I'm a
top
big
shelf.
fan.
Yeah, yeah. If you can circle back and bring callbacks, usually you try to get at least 3 of them in a set
Yeah.
if you can. If you can do more, it's fine, but at least 3 good ones. Really, it makes a huge difference in
Yeah.
comedy. Yeah.
Well, and I love also with that I usually know when we're at the end. Because
Yeah.
we've called
You start
all
getting
the
all
way
the
back.
callbacks. Yeah, that's
We've called
right.
all the way back to something at the very beginning.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, thank you, Jesus. I don't know. I like
You
I
like
for
the
it to be-
punctuation of it.
Yeah, I like it to be wrapped up and
Yeah.
it's all in a nice package and it's all correlated.
No,
and
it is
it's
good.
hilarious.
A good set is almost seamless in its transitions. But it is fun if you watch a lot of comedy to see how different comedians transition. Here's an interesting thing: if you're watching stand-up comedy, watch how long once you get get the crowd just laughing. Watch what the comedian does when they're not talking and they're waiting for the laughs to ride. Because
I
you
do
want-
watch that.
Yeah, you want to wait
Yeah.
as long as you can.
Yeah.
Because you got them in that crush zone. So
Right.
Yeah.
You let that ride, and
Yeah.
right there, almost at the tail,
And then
jump
hit
back
something
in.
else.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and then you get them to a
Yeah.
point where they're just in that zone.
I've been watching a few comedians recently where they're riding that line, right? And then, they're engaging with the audience. They're, asking them what they do or whatever, and they're incorporating that. And then they'll, throw another little thing in there when it starts kind of dying down. And
Yeah.
the crowd just starts cackling again.
Right.
And it just keeps
Yeah.
going and going and going. And I just love that. Like, make me cry.
Yeah.
With tears.
Too, what's interesting, another phenomenon in comedy is if you're at a comedy club, number one, things are always funnier in person.
Yes.
But more crowd work in person just kills if you're good at it.
Yeah.
It's good on TV. It's fun.
Right.
But people way like it more in
Oh,
person.
absolutely.
Sometimes it doesn't translate, but in person it's really powerful if you do
yeah.
crowd work.
Oh, yeah.
But some comedians, like I'm not just a giant. I'll do some crowd work, but that's not. Mine's more of a performance than anything. Now Laura is a crowd work person.
Absolutely.
She might do 20 minutes of crowd work before she ever tells a joke. Did you just lose your power?
Yeah, it does this thing, man. It's random too.
Oh,
It's
it
never
just
like
does sometimes.
it just shuts off. It's like, okay, I'm done. And my TikTok live got shut off because I said joint.
Oh, you said joint custody?
No. When we were talking about Cat Williams
Oh.
and the skillet,
that
I
got
said,
shut
oh,
off?
he uses joints, and TikTok flashed up and was
No, it
like,
didn't.
you can't do that. We're shutting off
they
your live.
really?
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
Over joint?
Over joint.
That's crazy, man.
I was like, all right, whatever.
Wow,
TikTok.
talk about some bullshit.
And then my whole computer restarted. Man, they're attacking me.
Yeah, you're being attacked.
Shut me down.
So men laugh more than women. 33% of men say they laugh over 10 times a day.
Well, we need to do something.
29% of women. 86% of people laugh even when no one's around. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't
Hey.
I? Life doesn't stop being funny just because people aren't around to hear me laugh
Right.
about
I
it.
did have a question for you about stand-up. There was a club that I had gone to recently, and they came out at the start of the show and they were like, look, don't heckle. If you heckle, you'll get kicked out. And I always thought that was kind of part of the point of being at a comedy club is, see if it's not always appreciated, I get it, but it does,
No,
it does show a different skill of the comedian being able to, think on their feet like that.
I would think that they must have, to say that, they must have had problems with it before, maybe.
Yeah.
But
I just wondered, as a stand-up comedian, do you appreciate the heckler, or is it really that annoying?
In all honesty, if I'm keeping it real,
No, please lie.
I've never had an actual heckler.
Really?
No.
Okay.
I've had people. Well, my persona isn't really open to hecklers.
No shit.
You know
Right.
what
I mean-
It's like
Angry
heckle at your
Patrick.
own-
I mean,
at your
yeah.
own,
if you do, you're gonna catch it.
Caution.
Right.
Now,
At
what?
your own risk.
But there
I'll be
is-
laughing as I punch you in your face.
Yeah, there's a difference though between a heckler and a person who has had too much to drink and is just over involved.
Oh yeah, those are just annoying.
my
But I mean, 90% of the time, what someone might perceive to be a heckler is just a drunk person trying to comment.
Gotcha. And be part of it.
But
yeah.
if you have a real heckler that's a different thing. Now, I think I had one. I shut him down real fast. But yeah, no, I don't think they should.
I just always
they must
enjoyed
have
the
problems there.
I was gonna say I always enjoyed the interaction of the heckler and then the comedian just shutting them down and making
Yeah.
them shut up completely, and I'm like, yeah,
If you have to give that warning, either you have rowdy crowds or you have weak comedians.
gotcha.
Because I invite it. Please speak up and see what happens. I wish.
Right?
Yeah, please. Come on. You know, that's I'll tell people, listen, you know, one of us are going to talk. So if you want to come up here and grab this mic, I'll let you. Come on up here. Come on up to the stage right now. You don't want to?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Then shut up and let me do my job.
I mean, I can even that though would be funny to me because again,
No, I mean,
you get to see somebody
Now,
that thought they were
let me
something
tell you,
and then they all get scared.
But listen, again, I try to tell people, and if you haven't seen her perform, you don't understand, and that's just part of it. But Laura, I've never seen anybody do the thing she's done. Like,
Yeah.
she made the guy kept talking. And look, she is good. She'll give you 2 or 3 warnings, and she'll tell you, I'm giving
Knock
you
it
a
out,
warning.
right.
I'm giving you a warning. And this guy, he was drank a little too much, got a little too mouthy, and she said, "Come up here real quick. Come up here." And he came up, and she asked his name. She goes, "I want you to sit right here on the stool." And she put his ass in timeout and made him sit on the stage with her for 15 minutes, not saying anything to him. He's sitting behind her. She's talking to the audience, telling jokes, and he's just sitting there in timeout. And I was like, this
That
is
is
the greatest
great.
thing I've ever seen him. It was so awkward for him because,
gosh.
he's got nothing. He's just sitting up there on this
Doesn't
stool.
even-
Right.
Ain't
Yeah.
even got his drink.
Yeah, no, he got no drink, got nobody to talk to.
Hell no.
Yeah, he did not say anything else the rest of the night, I can guarantee you.
Best
Guaranteed.
way ever.
I was like, I can't
Guaranteed.
believe if she'd had a dunce hat.
Man,
Yeah.
if there had been a corner to put his nose in, like just
Yeah.
put it right here. That's
Now I've
beautiful.
I've seen all kinds of
I'm
things.
here for
you
it.
know, I've seen her light them up. She'll take, if she gives you, like I said, give you a couple warnings, and then
See,
she
that's-
might tee
that's
you up
good.
for 15 straight minutes.
That's
of
hilarious.
lining you out.
The most I've ever had is like a drunk guy try and jump in the ring, and then it's fun to watch him get his ass
Oh
beat
yeah,
by all the
that's where you
wrestlers.
get. That's where everybody
Wow.
starts really showing you what they got.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me try out this new move.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
Hey, FA, FO.
No, it's not often you get to full contact, just get that elbow right on a dome for real,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
or really come off the ropes and
and really try and
hit them with that.
it's a great time.
That it would be great. Yeah, that would be awesome. Actually, we encourage you. Please try to jump in the ring. We want you to. Yeah, come on up, man. It's funny because I was watching. I don't know if you watched that show Reacher. Man, what a great show it actually is. Really a good show. But he is already. I think he's that guy that plays him's got to be 6'4", 6'5".
He looks huge.
He's massive. He's just ripped up. Got a that V-looking body. It's
Yeah.
super- And the other day they were kind of the last episode I'd seen, they were kind of mocking him slightly because he was. All of a sudden, he's in front of a guy who's a foot taller than him somehow and way bigger than him. Looks like he could eat him, and you're just like, God, I can't imagine a human being that
Yeah.
damn big, man. I wouldn't want him heckling me. No, I'll just leave the stage. If you're that big, if you're 7 foot, I'm leaving.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, I'm out. Do you like your own laugh, Rich?
I guess so. I mean, I've never really thought about it.
laughed.
Yeah.
How about you, Amanda?
I mean, I have a few laughs.
Okay, that's fair. That's
You
fair.
know.
It depends on which.
It
with it-
depends.
Well,
Yes,
yeah,
no, you know
everybody
what?
has the
Of
fake
course,
laugh.
I love all of my laughs.
Okay. Well, 45% of people love an infectious laugh. 33% like a sweet laugh. 14% a goofy laugh.
What examples?
Of what?
No, I'd like
of the
examples.
laugh.
Oh.
An infectious.
What,
Well,
what
I
is
don't-
an infectious
I don't-
laugh?
Well, think of like a baby laugh. Like,
Yeah.
have you ever seen where a baby's laughing and it just kind of makes you laugh too?
Yeah,
just the
that
way
would
it
be
laughs?
infectious.
So that's an infectious laugh.
Yeah.
That would be an
Okay.
example of an infectious laugh.
A
Okay,
sweet
that works
laugh
for
is
me.
more like a mom laugh.
Yeah, that'd be
A
like.
goofy laugh are those people like,
Yeah.
they can't even control it. It's
Like a
Like
seal.
a goose.
Yeah.
they'll snort. They do
See, now those are after we've had some chocolates and we're like on the
Yeah,
porch
those are
and
real deep laughs.
Yeah,
yeah.
everything gets a little little brighter, but fuzzier at the same time.
Yeah, no, that's all.
Yeah.
All true. All
Those are
true.
great laughs. I like those laughs.
Yeah, man, that's
They're
why
deep
we
and
watch a
cleansing.
lot of comedy stuff at home because we love to laugh, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's same.
Yeah.
Laughter.
It's
I just
that
watched Chappelle's recent one yesterday on
which
Netflix.
one?
It was the one from I think it was the one from last year, 2024.
Okay.
Where he was back in Washington.
Yeah.
DC.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah,
good.
dude. Yeah.
Man, he's got some bangers. Those Netflix sets are all bangers.
Ah, dude,
man.
they were. It was a good one.
He's a goat for sure, man. I mean, he's way up there.
That's what I do usually when I want to see a stand up and I'm like, I don't know what. Let's go to Netflix stand up category. I just pick one out at random and
Yeah,
throw it on.
there's lots of good stand up on. There's lots of bad stand
Absolutely.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes, I mean, you got to see a few bad ones to appreciate the better ones.
Right.
And trust me, I've seen some bad ones. I really, really have. Let's talk dogs for a minute. If you feel like you're seeing Frenchies everywhere these days, probably true. The French Bulldog, America's most popular dog breed for the third year in a row. The world's largest dog registry uses stats to rank the country's most popular breeds of the past year. Here are the 2024 numbers. The French Bulldog enjoying a three-peat after snagging the top spot from the Labrador back in 2022. They had held the title for 31 years.
Wow.
So I guess a lot of people are getting French Bulldogs, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know anybody has one?
I was just actually going to say I know somebody that's a breeder of Frenchies.
Really?
And right in Hot Spring, actually Cody Beck. Remember he
okay,
was on
yeah.
the show. Yeah,
Yeah.
he got into he has a couple of Frenchies and got into breeding them and yeah.
Chad's got one, doesn't he?
He might.
Pretty sure Chad's
Yeah.
dog is a French bulldog.
It may
Yep.
be. I know that I had a friend of a friend. It wasn't my friend, but it was my friend's friend who bred dogs, and they were large breed dogs, and she had to manually
No,
stimulate
No.
to
No, no.
collect what was necessary.
no.
And I was like, yeah, even with gloves, I'm not doing that to Cujo. Sorry, that's not for me. The Lab's still popular. It's second on the list. A breed that's popularity is climbing is the Cane Corso.
The what?
It's called a Cane Corso. It's jumped up 414%.
Yes, they are.
They're massive. They're massive dogs.
That's a
Corso.
Yeah, look up a
yeah,
Cane
look
Corso.
it up.
Okay.
It's
They
like
are
a mix between a pit and a Dane.
Yeah,
Not
they-
a
CA or
Dane, a
KA?
Mastiff.
CA.
Canes, yeah, CA.
C-A-N-E Corso, C-O-R-S-O.
Dog
Yeah.
breed.
Yeah, look at that.
Holy Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah, now that dog right there will eat.
That looks like a pit bull on roids.
Right.
Yeah, they're massive. They're massive. It's gone from the 47th most popular to 14th.
Yeah.
Let's see. So here are the list: French Bulldog, Lab, Golden Retriever, German Shepherd, Poodle, Dachshund, Beagle, Rottweiler, Bulldog, and German Short-Haired Pointer. I don't even know what that looks like. Yeah. Do you have a dog now? Or
I don't
do you
know.
have a cat?
Nope.
Okay, you don't have.
We did. We had, but I just and I've always been a dog person.
Yeah.
I've had plenty throughout my life.
Yeah.
But just recently with everything that I do and going on, I just
You're gone a lot.
I don't have the time to take care
No,
of
I
a dog.
get that. We just were talking about it. As a matter of fact, last night, we talked about it many times lately, but Rousey is our boxer, and she is 10 years old. And boxers average from 10 to 12. So
Right.
we know
You know.
she's an old lady now.
Oh, man, that would always
But we've decided that after that, we'll not ever own another pet.
Yeah.
Just not because we don't love animals, but because, we thought getting a boxer, we were like, let's get a short-haired dog so it doesn't shed.
That was my most
Wrong.
Yeah, no, boxers shed
Wrong.
like crazy.
They stupid shed, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I had two.
No, they just said, man, if I had a black, like a little sport zip up on yesterday. And when I got home, I went and pet her and hugged her. Then I looked and it looked like it was furry.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ, now I got to change it out,
That's what a
But more so, it's about, as much as we go and do things, if you go out of town, you do anything.
You gotta
it's-
board 'em,
You got to
you
figure
gotta-
out what you're going to do with them.
Yeah.
Right.
And, we're just like, no, we just want to be able to not worry.
yeah.
Just leave. And, but I will say that I've always thought that if my home was broken into and it was like a home invasion and some dude was beating my ass, that as long as he had a snack, Rousey'd be good.
Right.
But I will say this: I was surprised because they wanted to. They had to come to our home to do some kind of inspection thing, probably about a week ago, and I had messaged Laura to tell her that the people were going to be coming by, and they have a key to come in. You know? And so she did not get said message. So therefore, Rousey wasn't put up. Now Rousey, I mean, she's a friendly dog, really. I mean,
Yeah.
if you ever get around her in person, you'll see she's sweet as she can be.
Well, it wasn't named after Rhonda.
But when they opened, yes, it was named Boxer.
Really? Okay.
Rousey.
I mean, I got it, but
Yeah.
you were saying she's
Yeah.
sweet,
Yeah, well, yeah. True statement. But they opened the door and they got it about 6 inches open. They said she lost her mind. She was trying to eat them.
Really?
I was like, damn, I've never even seen that. I'm so thankful to hear that. Maybe I would survive a home invasion. You just hope your dog would do something.
I mean, you'd be
besides
surprised.
hide.
Look, yeah, but if they, they feel threatened or something, I mean.
Well, clearly
maybe.
she did.
Yes.
I mean, I've never seen anybody come in my house and her be aggressive to him. Now, outside the fence, she hates your guts.
Yeah.
But if you walk in the house, she loves you. It's a weird phenomenon. All right, let's.
By the way, that's what a German short-haired pointer looks like.
Okay, I have seen those dogs before.
Kind of looks almost like the color like a blue heeler. Or
Yeah,
something
that's
there.
what I was going to say. I
Yeah.
thought that was a blue heeler, but that's a German short-haired pointer.
Apparently.
Okay. Well, I did not know that. Let me make mention of this because say you have, and I think a lot of people deal with anxiety. It's tough. Anxiety is a real pariah to a lot of people. It really plagues them. But maybe weed's not for you. Maybe it makes you feel paranoid. Maybe you don't like the euphoria. Maybe you don't like the stigma. Maybe you don't like lighting stuff on fire. I don't know. But at Botanical Alchemy Nutraceuticals, they're a veteran-owned company. They tailor CBD sublingual recipes to your specific needs. So if you have anxiety, it's a sublingual. You put a drop under your tongue, and your body will absorb 80% of that, and it's immediate relief. And I mean, within seconds. If you take a gummy or a pill, you absorb 20%, and you're at least 45 minutes to an hour and a half of it even getting into your bloodstream. So this is way better. Not only that, it's professionally done. It's not some gas station CBD stuff. And the best part is, once you get it, if let's say that you're like, man, it works great, but I need a little bit more, they'll tweak it up. They'll customize it for you so that every time, once they get it set for you, every time you order, it's going to be the same. It's going to be perfectly curated to what you need. Go over and check out their website. It's bantx.com. And if you put in the promo code PATP25, you get 25% off your first one. Yeah, that's all right. Let's take a quick break if you don't mind. No, we are actually going to take a break. So
I haven't heard that one in a minute.
I know.
There
So
we
just
go.
give us 1 second here.
Another night alone in bed with you right there beside me. Replaying hateful words you said, dark fruit from your rotten tree. I feel sickness spreading inside, disease dignity in my veins. Diagnosis, I'm undignified. I'm drinking it like dirty champagne. I'm scaling the top of the highest peak just to be a sacrificial goat. You want me to take the poison you speak, but I can't be your antidote. My system is down from toxicity. Immunity gone, what's the answer? At least everyone thinks cure. There's nothing arresting my downfall. It's just another trap door. I'm scaling the top of the highest peak just to be a sacrificial goat. You want me to take the poison you speak, but I can't be your antidote. I can't be your antidote. I can't be your antidote. Your antidote. Yo, I just can't be your fucking antidote.
All right.
It's not what I listen to, so I have no idea.
We are,
I mean, yeah.
we are back. We are back.
Is that what you're submitting to Nickelback to
Yeah,
play
that's
on their
that's
tour?
yeah, they're gonna do that
I
jam.
love it.
That would be cool, wouldn't it?
It would be cool. I really like the one that you played for me before the show started.
Oh, the pop song?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that one yesterday. It's a fun song.
That is great.
Good morning, Latasha.
Good morning, Tasha. Bundy said he just watched Bert's new set and on Netflix, and Schultz put one out last week. He said it's a good time for stand-up.
Is that the one that takes his shirt off?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is a good time for stand-up. I loved Bert when he was a personality. I honestly, I don't get the shirt off thing.
I don't either.
I'm
It's
like,
gross.
I wish he would put his damn shirt
You
on.
damn straight.
I think it started with like his
I
first
know
stand
what
up.
it
There was a
started
joke.
with. I
and,
just
yeah.
don't like it.
I don't like it.
But a lot of people love. He's a lovable personality.
I guess.
But I've never loved his stand up. Some of
No.
it's all right. I just think he meanders a little bit. Andrew Schultz, real good. You know who else has a new one? Bill Burr. Bill Burr has a new set. It's pretty damn good.
I like Bill Burr.
Yeah, no, Bill Burr's great. He is
So,
great.
speaking of the shirtless guy,
Yeah.
I think it was during COVID. He had a little Netflix special thing or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
Where he's like getting in hot tubs with people or whatever. and,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I don't know, bring it
Oh, I
to
do
some
remember
like
that.
getaway
Yeah.
place or something.
Yeah, no, I
Do you
remember
remember
that. Yeah, he had that.
I was like
with,
10 minutes in, and I was like, I'm good.
I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I watched a couple episodes of it. It's not for me.
It wasn't
but,
for me either.
Who is your favorite stand-up?
Currently or all
Williams.
in all time?
How about both?
I mean, all time, George Carlin. Well, it'd be a close tie. George Carlin or Robin Williams.
Those
Either
are
or.
great options.
Yeah.
George
But
Carlin,
that's
one of
the
the
type
smartest. Those are two of the smartest comedians that ever performed.
Yeah.
Do you like? You gotta like. Anthony.
Andrew Dice
Jeselnik?
Clay? Oh.
Anthony Jeselnik.
No, I don't think I've ever seen
Oh
him.
God, watch him.
Look him up? Okay.
No, you need to watch him. If you like Carlin and Williams, you'll
Yeah,
like
look him.
Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah,
that's
he's real
normally like
cerebral.
Yeah.
that sarcastic kind of comedy. That's
no.
what I eat up. I
Let me tell
love
you,
that.
when you go watch Anthony Jeselnik, you're going to tell me as soon as you do.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is now my favorite comic.
All right.
I promise you will. He is amazing, man. Who's your favorite comic of all time and currently?
Oh my God, this is so hard.
It is, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, I love Cat Williams.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he's good.
I love Cat
Oh,
Williams.
you can't.
No.
He's good.
The way he
Comedy's
can
personal.
mix-
I get it. I get
Yeah.
what
I
you're saying.
mean,
But
Okay.
stage presence,
Well, yeah.
nobody beats Cat.
No.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Bill Hicks.
Okay, yeah.
I like Bill Hicks and
Yeah.
Mitch. But I
Hedberg?
mean, yeah.
Mitch Hedberg.
Oh, he was
awesome.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah. Again, you'll love Anthony.
yeah.
You're gonna love
Bill
him.
Engvall.
He's like
I
a
like
dark
some-
Mitch Hedberg.
Oh, God.
Okay. Oh,
Like
yeah.
dark Mitch Hedberg. Like if Mitch Hedberg talked about the most controversial things, but still in the same style of
Yep.
delivery. That would be.
I'm checking him out. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I'm
that's
telling
on the
you.
list of things to
I'm
watch
telling
today.
you, do it today.
A little dark horse comedian that I found when I was, scrolling in Netflix and asking for a recommendation for stand-up was Kathleen Madigan.
Oh yeah, she's great.
I was like,
Yeah, she's got
hello.
2 or 3 great sets. for
She's
real. I mean,
fantastic.
she is. Angela Tucker said fluffy.
You know who I-
Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah,
he's lovable, affable. He's been doing it a long time. So yeah, I get that.
You know who I wish would come back with something new?
Who?
Pablo Francisco.
Pablo Francisco. Laura, before me, dated a guy who was a friend of mine, a fellow comedian, and he toured with Pablo.
Really?
Yes, and Pablo's set not bits and pieces. The one before that is one of the greatest stand-up sets I've ever seen in my whole life.
Yeah, dude.
His voice work.
Oh, dude, all the different voices he can do. That's great.
No, it's unbelievable what he can do. He's still out there, but he battled addiction like a lot of people have, and it prevented him from hitting that next level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe he'll.
I mean, hey, it'd be a
he's still
great
got
success
time. He's
story,
still
man, to
making
come
money.
back.
I think
Yeah.
he's still making good money because he's that talented. But if you go back and watch that set, it's the one with Little Tortilla Boy.
Yeah, the movie theater.
Yeah, movie theater guy, Little Tortilla Boy. Just a phenomenal set. Yeah, he's got other stuff out there, and you can go see it. He's touring, I think, right now, but he just doesn't get that traction because of the.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I haven't heard his name since that.
He
special.
should have been one of the greatest on the planet.
I would think so.
No, he
I would
should have
agree
been.
with you on that.
He should have
Absolutely.
been. But so should my friend. His name was Eric Myers. He's deceased now. But Eric was one of the funniest people in person I've ever seen in my whole life.
Yeah.
And he was a good friend of mine, and we used to bring him in town all the time to perform, probably 2 or 3 times a year.
Yeah.
And he was a straight killer.
You know,
a straight killer.
Eugene Belcourt posted a video the other day on Facebook of him doing a set, man, at the Looney Bin.
Yeah.
And, dude, he was killing it. It
Yeah,
was
man.
great, dude.
Now,
I was even laughing just seeing the clip. I was
Eugene-
like, dang, I wish I was there.
Eugene inherently has such an amazing personality.
Oh,
to
yeah.
work with, and such an unusual lens that he sees life through.
Right.
That it just lends him to that.
Yeah.
Yes, Mike asked. Eric Myers died. He did. He died probably, I don't know, Mike, 3, 4, 5 years ago. I'd have to look at the exact time, but yes, he did die. Eric struggled. He struggled with sobriety quite a bit.
Yeah.
And ultimately, that's what we think caused it. I'm not going to get into details out of respect for him, but we think that's what caused it, But he was one of those guys who on stage was, the most electric, funny person in the world, but off stage he was just very reclusive and he just had a lot of high-level anxiety, with people.
Yeah.
He struggled with people. He was afraid to fly. So he would never fly because he'd get hammered just to be able to cope with flying, and that was not good for him.
Oh, of course.
So yeah, it's tragic to lose somebody like that who was so talented. But I mean, look at Robin Williams. I mean,
Yeah.
He was
one's
the best
so-
stream of consciousness comedian of all time.
Every time it comes, I'll doom scroll on Facebook,
Yeah.
sometimes because, trauma,
why not,
freaking
yeah.
anxiety, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't even would pick a card, right?
Yeah,
pick
right.
a card.
Whatever it
pick
is,
a
yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
But it'll, pop up one of those things. It's like, what's one celebrity death that you took hard or
Yes.
hard to get over? And it invariably,
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of people feel that way because he was such
He's so
bright
loved.
light
Yeah.
to
Well, and he
everybody.
was such a huge part of all of our lives,
Forever.
at least for
Culturally.
a big
Right.
a big chunk of us.
Yeah.
I mean, just culture.
Voice of Aladdin, Peter Pan. I mean,
God.
he was my childhood.
Well, you had his stand-up, right? You
Right.
had Mork and Mindy, and then and you had his movies. You've got Mrs. Doubtfire. You've got even
Yeah, he had a
Hook.
lot of bangers.
Yeah, his voiceover work. I mean,
Yeah.
Just everything. Yeah, no, he was all
a
over the
heartbreaking one.
DNA of our society,
Seriously.
our culture.
And he was a down to earth. From what I heard,
From what I
he
understand,
seemed to be
yeah.
like a down to earth. Like
Listen,
if you were
I've
out
never
and
heard
eating-
anything.
No, Jason Gann,
Bad about
who,
Love
by
Jason
the way, this is let me tell you. Let me tell you about this first, then I'll segue to that. But Jason Gann, who played Wilfred,
Right.
we interviewed him, and he talked about his friendship with Robin Williams and how awesome he was.
Yeah.
How important he was to him. So yeah, he was down to earth. But speaking of Jason Gann, so I don't want to reveal too much, but working on the possibility of a couple of documentary projects that we're evaluating, one potentially on with Jason Gann and one potentially with, believe it or not, Joe Exotic.
Really? Okay.
So we're doing some things behind the scenes.
I can't
We'll
wait
see
to.
what
I
happens.
can't wait to have this conversation off air.
Yes, I know that's right.
All right,
Yeah, no.
I'm down.
No, I definitely will tell you more about it. I don't want to tip too much because
I
if it
know.
doesn't come to pass,
I know.
I don't want to be that guy who was the dog that
Couldn't
tried
deliver,
or
yeah.
kid
I
that
get
tried
that.
to wolf,
Nobody
you know
wants
what I
to
mean?
be that guy.
Let's see. What else? Okay. So yeah, I'm super excited about that because both of those are interesting people to do, documentaries with, because they're both post that initial career where everybody,
Right.
fell
So
for
that's what I was gonna say. Is kind of the idea behind it,
Well-
like following their rise to.
Well, with Jason Gann, what you're talking about is going from, a beloved, actor in two different program on two different continents, Australia and
Right.
America, called Wilfred. But moreover that, the connection that he made with people in the mental health community and wellness was huge, and so he became an advocate for that. Then now he has his own CBD line, and he's got a production facility in Nashville
Oh, okay.
that does that, and he does a lot of stuff with mental health. So it's kind
okay.
of showing his
So-
journey,
right.
where he's gone from actor to a really a mental health advocate. And so that's pretty fascinating. And then Joe Exotic, obviously, Life After Tiger King.
Right. I mean,
You've gone to the penitentiary.
Oh, put a
now you're
pin in
married.
that. I can't. Oh, they got married.
Oh
They
yeah,
finally
they
got
Yeah.
him and George got married. Yeah. So there's a lot of follow up stuff there.
right. A lot to cover.
And so that would also be interesting. Those are strong possibilities of.
Wow.
Man, I hope they both pan out. Man.
Well, we'll
That'd be-
see.
I
We'll
mean,
see what
fingers
happens.
crossed.
Yeah,
it'd be
I
cool.
I don't want to say too much until we get there.
Right.
Assuming that we do. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. It's interesting. You never know what's going to happen, man. I mean, it's.
Well, none of that surprises me. Neither of those potentials actually shock me. I'm just on pins and needles to hear.
To hear the
waiting,
details.
yeah.
You want to know what's going on
I wanna,
behind the scenes.
I'd like to know how we got back
Yeah,
to
no, I know you do, and I will
old
tell
King
you.
Dingaling.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear
tell
this
you that.
story. This is this is the only thing that really sucks about only being here once a week now is that
Yeah, I know. So check this out. This is not good. It's not good. An Illinois special ed teacher.
Teacher.
It's a
I knew
special
it!
ed teacher, yo.
You knew it.
Accused of,
Diddlin.
a 15-year-old student claims she was set up to be blackmailed by the victim and targeted because she was good looking. Now, her name's Christina Formella. She's 30. She denied ever assaulting the teen while tutoring him in a classroom at Downers Grove High School. That sounds like a bad name.
That sounds. And I mean,
That's a bad
she
name.
looks like the pills just kicked in.
Yeah. After the boy's mom uncovered the assault through text messages, the married teacher said that the student had broken into her phone, used her number to send himself inappropriate text messages to blame her. She claimed that one day he had grabbed her phone unattended, entered her passcode. How would he know that? I don't
Right.
know. Sent the message to his phone, then deleted the message from her phone and saved it in a screenshot as blackmail. Now, she also coached the soccer, it was a soccer coach at school. She told police her looks and caring too much made her a target.
Caring too much.
She cares too much. And everybody comes after her because she's good looking and she's just a
Of
good
course.
person.
Oh, right.
It's so hard to be pretty.
Yeah. Now, the victim's mom discovered the messages after she bought a new phone and linked it to his iCloud account. Allegedly came across messages between her and him that discussed sexual contact or relationship. After confronting her son, they both went to the PD to report it. Formella, who'd been working as a special ed teacher since 2020, was arrested. She denied it. She's been charged with 2 counts, and
She trying to play that pretty privilege card.
well,
That
yeah.
ain't pretty privilege.
She's on administrative leave while they go through all this, so I don't.
I don't
guess-
believe it. I mean,
Do you think that?
that's a lot. Like,
No, there's no teenager that is going to go through all of that.
how to say this appropriately, because I don't want to offend, but
Don't.
like, That's a lot of thought process for somebody in
Of that
that
age.
situation
Of that
and age.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
that's very, that's very thought out manipulation.
Well,
There's
let me
no
tell you,
way.
I will say this, and I know it's the wrong thing to say. However, if I were 15 and I had a shot, I'd have took that shot for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
For show.
And look,
I
I'm
would
not gonna-
Let me tell you something. I would not be traumatized.
Right. That's what I was going to say. I'm not
I'd be
going to say
high-fiving.
she's not
Here's
pretty.
my-
I mean,
here's
she's.
my thing.
Yeah.
Why didn't he delete the stuff? Like, be smart, bro. Well, never mind. It's a teenager. It's
Yeah.
a teenager. I would because
See, if I did that, I'd be the one going around like, look at this message
Right.
I got, buddy. Like, hey,
That's how
you're
most
gonna
of
be
them get
bragging
caught.
in the
That's
yeah.
okay.
That's how they mostly
I guess
get caught.
you know what I'm trying to think about this situation as a 44-year-old woman and thinking like not getting caught.
Look, it's
Right.
Not
it's
that I would
wrong.
mess with a teenager.
No, there's something wrong with anybody
yeah,
who messes with a
you're
teenager.
Oh, for
sick.
sure.
You're
But
sick.
from the teenage perspective, you're like,
Absolutely.
oh yeah, no, this is
Yeah.
going down, and I'm happy
No,
about
yeah.
it. Look, my buddy hooked up with the teacher at our school several times, and I was, I didn't even find her attractive. I was still envious. I was like, damn, bro, you getting that? And he was too, man. I mean, she'd pick him up. After school special, baby. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. I get all the lowdown.
Oh my goodness.
I know, right? Juicy. Yeah, we had a gigolo ring in our senior high school. Swear to God, they busted a gigolo ring of high school seniors. My mom grilled me for hours.
Oh my God.
Like I was in 60 Minutes or some shit.
if
I
this
know
was-
you
like-
were. I know you were one of them.
Well,
Mom. They didn't tell me.
Just
I would have
legalize
been.
it.
I would have been one of them. I wanted to be one of them.
Yeah, I bet.
I didn't know.
Man, there wasn't anything cool like that going on. I mean, I went to an old girls
not
school,
sure how
but
cool it was,
and I'm
but
sure
yeah.
I'm sure there was a different kind of ring going on at our brother's school. Like
We had all the rings, the gigolo
Yeah,
ring, the drug ring. We had it all.
they just had a circle, and we just had I don't know, Liz Fair, I guess.
Yeah. Listen to this. Matter of fact, here, I'm just going to play this. But it's not really the segment, but it does belong here for this. You know you love it anyway.
Listen up now, I'll tell you a story. Without a doubt, it's kinda gory. It's the worst news you could ever hear. Things just like this make you fear. Buying lunch on
You know what's funny? I just thought about it. It's so silly. That's the first song I wrote that Luke did.
Just before we get on there, Latasha just said to think she applied to be a substitute teacher job, she may have to rethink that now.
Yeah. Oh, she's applying to be a substitute teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Latasha.
Well, that's cool, actually. But yeah, watch out for them boys.
Yeah.
Right.
Watch out for them.
Well,
You know?
yeah, could be a girl too. Who knows?
Watch
I don't
out for
know,
them girls.
you know?
I forget it's 2025.
Don't text anybody.
They're-
Just don't text.
Yeah, your students should not have your phone number.
Just put one of those big plexiglass things like at the
Right.
convenience store.
Teacher in a box.
Yeah. It's mine.
Here's my hands. Here's my hands. You can see my hands.
Yeah.
You're here. You're here.
Yeah, man, listen, I take pictures like this now.
Yeah.
Right.
Where you can see my hand. Yeah, I swear
my
to
hands.
God. An OnlyFans model is facing murder charges after a man who paid her 11 grand died during a BDSM fetish video they were performing in. Michaela Rollersdam, 31, recorded the kinky video for her OnlyFans profile with Michael Dell, who was 55, at his Escondido, California home. She got a hefty payment to bind him in plastic wrap and duct tape, which did in fact result in him dying, right? Despite never before engaging in BDSM sex, Rollersdam told cops she was hired by the victim to wrap him like a mummy in saran wrap and glue a pair of women's boots to his feet. Glue a pair of women's boots to his feet.
Right.
Why would you want to glue women's boots to your feet?
I mean, I feel like that was made up after the fact.
It may have been.
I mean, I don't know. This is odd.
Troubling video of the encounter shows Dell had duct tape over his mouth, his head swathed in cling wrap, and was further duct taped and a plastic bag also secured with tape over his entire face and head.
Why?
This doesn't sound like
That doesn't-
sex.
No, that doesn't sound like
Was he
BDSM. If he is paying $11K to this chick for this,
I don't think he wanted to die.
No, did he actually pay $11K to her, or did she take $11K? Because I feel like if
a
he
good
can
question.
afford $11K for this,
Well, it does
he
say-
would have a suit. He would
wait.
have like a special suit, a gimp suit.
Hold on, listen to this. This is just too. This is amazing. This is amazing. While Dell was suffocating on the floor, Ryler's Dam performed sex acts nearby for the OnlyFans video she recorded on her phone.
Wow.
So this dude is wrapped up, duct tape over there, losing
Choking,
his life,
losing air, yeah.
and she's playing, row the man in the boat, wherever Rotown goes.
Maybe they should have come up with like a safe wiggle instead of a safe word.
Yeah, the plastic wraps were left in place for 8 minutes, with Dell's arms and legs bound tightly, preventing him from removing the materials. Video showed Ryler's Dam, whose performer name, by the way, is Ashley with two S's. Ashley Sinclair realized that something had gone wrong, and she called
did she?
911.
Did she?
She performed CPR.
Through the tape and the.
Well, I assume she took that off. But his official death, of course, lack of oxygen. She recorded the video for her OnlyFans, which she operates with her husband.
Shut the.
Wow.
That's
There's
right.
a new, yeah.
That's right. Where was
And
he? Where was
here
he?
we go.
Where was
Yeah.
he? Was he not there to keep things
Okay,
on the?
maybe that's who she was performing the sex acts on, or was
No.
she,
No, 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 this is somebody,
no,
yeah.
No, she's
Or
in a
someone-
business. Her husband, they have an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
But wow, that's
That's an
Wow.
added, yeah.
yeah, OnlyFans. Could you comfortably be in a relationship with an OnlyFans chick? Rich?
No.
No, it just would be too much.
I mean, yeah, I think, at the end of it all, I think it's just going to cause problems. And
See, my fear would be, and this is probably stupid, and don't think you're out of this question. It's probably stupid, but I would think to myself, listen, you're going to be doing all these cool things for these people in these videos.
right.
Then
And
by the
then-
time it's my turn,
Exactly.
I'm
You
either
just
gonna-
get the.
I either think you're acting,
Right.
or I think I'm not getting as good as they
That's
get.
why I said I would think
It's
that
one
it
or
would
the other.
cause problems eventually.
Or it's gonna be, oh God, just so tired. Like
Right.
the painter's house is
And
never
I don't
painted.
blame
The
them.
cobbler's
8 hours,
kids are never
8 hours
shoed.
of
Right.
anything.
Yeah.
will wear
Right.
you out,
Right.
But especially, that.
Yeah.
So could you date a guy
I would also just be worried about.
comfortably who was an OnlyFans star?
Probably not. It depends on what he was doing, because I'm sure there's
If it's
like.
solo or more. Is that the line? Is that the line? Solo or more?
I just don't want y'all to see his face.
Oh, okay. So this guy shows
I don't
everything. He shows
yeah.
his face clearly.
Oh, well, because I would hate to have to fight a bitch in public or something. But if he's
And
doing,
that's it.
yeah, if he's doing foot videos,
Right. Well, there's a
Well, yeah, that's yeah.
No, we're
I'm
talking
good.
full
You're talking
dong town.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
We're talking
Come on,
like
you know me better
we're
than
talking
that.
like if they saw you walking down the street, they could be like, "Hey, I've watched your videos."
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't want that.
No, me either, man.
No.
I don't want you coming up while I'm out with my girl and being like, I
don't want to hear about
warmed
your-
up the Vaseline to you last
don't
night.
want
No.
I don't want to see the light on your lotion warmer. come
Yeah,
on.
no.
I don't want to see the messages that I don't want to hear about the excited fan who tipped you $100.
Yeah.
No.
Because you
We would never be
you
able to be
extra
close.
showed your BH.
Right.
Yeah.
I closed up
Yeah.
on it. That's great,
Yeah,
honey. Thank
yeah,
you.
we would
That's-
never
that's
be
super.
able to be very close or the trust or any of that. So there would always be something.
That's what. Yeah.
there would
that's what
always
mine
be
is.
something.
Little doggy says says
Yes.
it depends on how much money she makes and does he get an
No,
allowance. I mean
I
that's.
think that's a fair statement too. I mean, if she makes, all right. So
I was gonna
here's
say
the
if she's
question.
pulling in 100,000 and
No,
giving
no.
me a
Let's
little
say
bit.
she's pulling in $1 million a year.
Yeah. And I
Does
get an
that change?
allowance.
You're with her, so yeah.
I mean I get part of it. Go for it.
So that changes.
That changes it. Yep.
He makes $1 million a year. Does that change it? Yeah, apparently it
Yeah,
does.
it does.
Yeah. No, and
I'm thinking,
no, it does.
no,
It does.
I mean,
It does. No, that money changes things because there's some security and safety there,
there
and
is
that's
okay, but
that's a big
okay,
thing.
okay. So you mentioned the security and safety. I watched a video last night. This lady, she was talking that she won't marry someone who isn't willing to put property and assets in her name. just her name, so that if something were to happen,
They could,
that she would be provided for and taken care of.
Yeah.
And there's pushback on that, and it's kind of controversial and everything. But yeah, I mean, if he's making $1 million a year, and he is putting stuff in my name, if I get stuff that is in my name for my protection,
Right,
if
right.
we've got some paperwork.
With an agreement made that, hey,
yeah.
alimony.
Billy the butt plug, y'all.
I mean, maybe with that $1 million he's making a year, I could get
Buy a lot of
I could
therapy
get-
or,
yeah, exactly.
some earmuffs.
Yeah.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
or-
Some noise
A
canceling
small
headphones.
place.
That's the
in,
other thing that would be weird.
a small place in a warm climate area with
Hold on. If you have an OnlyFans spouse or significant other, let's say you have an upstairs, downstairs, they do their stuff in a room upstairs. When you're walking up the stairs and you're hearing the sounds, man, I can't do that, man.
Yeah, no.
I can't hear you making those. No, man, I can't.
We would
know
have to have a
that-
schedule.
Yeah, where I was gone.
Yes.
Right.
Never
I
saw
don't
anything.
even want to know what's going on. Like, I want to be out of the house and I just come
Yeah.
home and you're
I don't
like,
even
what's
know.
up?
I don't want to know what your website is.
No, I don't want to see whatever it is
No,
you wear for these, No, you have, it's locked like a gun safe.
But I do. There are people who are good with that, and they're fine with it, and I get it.
And I mean, hey,
each
more
their
power
own.
to you if you can
Okay.
if you can do that.
And I don't
Absolutely.
fault anybody who makes money doing it. I will
No.
say this though: what a lot of people don't know is the average OnlyFans person makes $200 a month.
Yeah.
That's the average.
Right.
Average.
Right.
That means you got a lot below that,
Yep.
and only so many above that.
Right.
And I promise you, most of them who are making big money.
There's a reason why they're making that money.
Yeah,
they are
very,
altered. And,
Very few of just randos, your average Jane, show up on an OnlyFans and start making bank.
Yeah.
It's hard to make bank because, listen, I watched a documentary about some of that, and they're grinding.
You watched an
forgive the
OnlyFans
pun.
doc?
Yes, I did.
sure
For
you did.
educational reasons.
Educational
Sir.
purposes.
That's the same reason why I used to read the magazines too, for the articles.
It's the
That's right.
comics.
That's
It's the
right.
comics.
It's the comics.
It's the
Yeah,
best
definitely
comics
the
ever.
cartoon.
Best comics
But-
ever.
But yeah, but there are people that go out there and give their all, and they're making doing 8-10 hours a day for $200. I mean, that's
Yeah.
that ain't gonna do it for me.
No.
Even $200 a day, $1,000 a week. If you're putting in all those hours, come on, man, that's not enough.
Yeah, no.
So I'd have to feel guaranteed I'm going to hit a lick to do OnlyFans.
I wonder if they can write off any of the stuff they buy for
Absolutely.
OnlyFans on
Business
taxes.
expenses, yeah.
Absolutely.
That'd be crazy.
No, you-
Anything
yeah.
can be a business expense if you
Every dildo she buys,
I was just thinking, yeah.
every
Yeah.
outfit she buys.
What's that like? What's
her
like?
waxing, a razor, shaving cream. I mean, therapy.
Yeah.
I mean, and imagine.
Blindfolds,
Yeah.
gags, ball
I mean,
gags,
I got
blow
to-
up dolls.
I got to write off a trip to Charleston, and everything that was entailed in that because it was for, continuing education for my business. Improvement.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a
Still though,
woman
that'd be-
owner, business. I mean, I didn't have any dildos or anything. But
Well, that's good. That's
good.
Do you have any of those to break at the break room, by the way?
no.
No. Okay.
I wouldn't want any of that in there.
No, I'm kidding. I know it's a family safe environment.
No, I just won't want those fucking germs.
She's like,
You're not getting herpes all over my hammers or bats or whatever. I don't know where that's.
Oh,
I will leave all the fun donations to Aaron.
okay. Yeah, I get you. All right, let me mention this. As you guys know, I am a real estate agent, and so
What?
yes, I know.
Since
it's
when?
shocking.
When did that happen?
Not all that far back. But anyway, one of the things I can tell you is that you need a good lender if you're going to do it, and I like particularly local companies. And First Horizon Bank is a great bank. Josh Taylor over there they're the only ones that have these grants. They're up to $9,000 if you're a first responder, if you're a professional like a doctor or lawyer, if you are under a certain income, I think $69,000 a year in a minority census tract, you can get up to $9,000 towards your down payment and closing costs, and that is a grant. It's a freebie. So that's worth checking into because who doesn't want $9,000?
right.
Seriously.
it's not a strings attached thing. This is just something they do locally. They're committed to the community, and it's a way that they get business and help the community. So it's a good investment for them. You can reach out to Josh, 351-2579, 351-2979. All right, so big news, people, at least if you like rock. Def
saw
Leppard is coming to perform at the Walmart Amp Monday, June 23rd.
Really?
Yeah, this is a big show.
That is, yeah. We got some big artists coming in this
We
year,
do.
man.
This
lot
show.
of black shirts with the sleeves cut off.
Damn right. You
I'm
goddamn
so
right.
excited. That's what
Man,
I'm rocking.
if I could grow a mullet for that, I would.
We could probably get you a wig.
I've got a mullet. I may wear it to that.
I've got my
yeah.
high-rise black jeans, tight, slim, whatever, hug your all
Oh,
the way
yeah.
down. And I got my Reeboks.
You got it all, yeah.
I've got my studded belt.
What? They've sold, if you don't know, more than 110 albums, million albums worldwide.
Yeah, they've definitely sold more than 110.
110 albums, baby, right out of the trunk.
Yeah.
What is
110 million.
Eat that, Girl Scout cookies.
They're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They're known for songs like, Pour Some Sugar on Me, the stripper anthem, Foolin', Rock of Ages. Was that not when you were a
Absolutely.
dancer, the anthem? Was that not the one?
Absolutely. And cherry pie.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, I could
Cherry
see that.
pie?
I could see that.
Oh, gosh. And
That's the weirdest one in Bad Grandpa when they get that. Have you seen that, Bad Grandpa, with Johnny Knoxville?
I was never a fan of that character,
Okay.
so no.
Well, in this particular one, he takes some girl to it's like a pageant thing, and has her do a dance to Cherry Pie from Warrant, and it's really awkward and weird because she's like, I don't know, an 11-year-old or whatever. It's wild. It's funny. You have to check it out and see. I actually think that's a pretty funny one with him. Let's take a quick break, shall we? Maybe get to something fun here. Let's do something different. Yeah, let's go with this.
Getting ready for the party. My fit's at the top of my game. Silk shirt under Armani. Just throwing out a name. Sipping on that Bacardi. We calling that the pregame. Gonna be swarming with Barbies. Trying to get me out my A-frame. This that type of soiree. Everybody wants the invite. We heading down Broadway. Yeah, we kicking till daylight. We serving up beats gourmet. This that legendary funk. Party about to get so crazy. The sun gonna come up drunk. Maybe about an hour later, we sliding in the Esco. Fully decked for the haters. Keys to the valet, they handing out party favors. It's summer, but they still got snow. This that type of soiree. Everybody wants the invite. We heading down Broadway. Yeah, we kicking till daylight. We serving up beats gourmet. This that legendary funk. Party about to get so crazy. The sun gonna come up drunk. Back it up, okay. Line of people waiting outside. Can't get past the doorman, brushed off just like fluoride. Because I brought my funk band, house hopping with movie stars. But it's us everybody wanna meet. They're more famous, yeah, by far. But we're serving up these funky beats. Serving up funky. Serving up funky. Serving up funky. Serving up beats so fat they need Ozempic. This that type of soiree. Everybody wants the invite. We heading down Broadway. Yeah, we kicking till daylight. We serving up beats gourmet. This that legendary funk. Party about to get so crazy. The sun gonna come up drunk. We kicking till daylight. And it's still night.
All right, and we are back. So I've got an interview here that I want to play, and this is a great interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it really, really is. I think it speaks a lot to culture, and everybody can kind of, take their own side to it. But this band, the Duggar Band is their name, not like the Duggars here locally, okay? But they're a country band that has blown up as a result of a local TV station. They were set to perform in Nashville for a local TV station. The TV station reached out to them like the day before and said, hey, we just had a chance to listen to the song, and listen, you can play another song. This one's too controversial for us to play. Yeah, and
How bad were the lyrics to, get told by a news station, hey, you can't do that?
Right. Well, they're not really that controversial. They're not even trolling lyrics or anything like that. But I'm going to let them tell you more as I play this interview. Hold on.
What's
All
up,
right,
Turner?
So let me go with, here we go. You ready?
Ready.
Man, I'm excited. I'm here with Seth and Jordan. They are the Duggar Band. Man, you've probably been hearing about them in the news lately. They are an up-and-coming and pretty significant country band. And they made news because, well, the news. Tell people what happened to you with your brand new song.
We have a new song called True Colors. We wrote with a couple of our buddies in Nashville. One of those served in Afghanistan, and it's our first big patriotic song that we've put out, and very excited about it. It's a high energy, positive song about America and loving this country, and we just released it on January 31st.
Okay.
And we were set to perform it this past week in Nashville at a TV station to help promote the song, and we received an email less than 48 hours before the performance asking that we do a different song because they said our song, which talks about how much we love America, was too political and we couldn't do it.
I looked at the song because I thought, well, look, there are a lot of people out there who are, let's be honest, trolls, and they are very overt with that kind of, antagonism, if you will. So I said, well, let me just look at the lyrics myself and make a judgment. And I'm going to be honest with you. First of all, they're very good lyrics. Second of all, there was nothing to me that seemed controversial at all. You're not bashing anyone. You're not smashing anyone. You're just talking about your passion for being where you are, right? And that,
Right.
Yeah, and so, oh, sorry.
No,
We, as entertainers, we just believe in music as a way to bring people together. And so whenever we went to write this song, we tried to stay away from anything like that. So we wanted to make sure to try to unify people, and it doesn't matter what side you're on. If you love America, that's what matters. And we're patriots. We love the red, white, and blue, and we're not ashamed of that.
Right.
And so that's what we wanted to write a song about, to try to unite some people.
And taking nothing away from what you guys do and the uniqueness of your nature. Look, it's almost a hallmark of a big country band to have a patriotic song. I mean, it used to be every country band that was anyone to know had a patriotic song, right? Am I right about that?
Right.
Yeah.
Some of our favorite songs is God Bless the USA, Lee Greenwood. Toby Keith put out several patriotic songs, and that's why
Yeah, John Rich.
we wanted to. Oh yeah. Any of those people, like, we were hoping that we could put out a patriotic song that would mean something to somebody on that level eventually, and we're really proud of the song and how it turned out, and we're excited to see where it goes.
Well, sometimes things like this can be really bad, and it is bad. It's bad because we observe, hey, here is a news organization who's filtering things in this weird lens that 5 years ago didn't exist, where that having a flag or loving your country or saying USA, those weren't considered controversial. They were just what we do. You know, so there's been this big shift all of a sudden, and so when you see that, it's alarming. But having said all that, I'm not sure you don't owe these guys you know, like a muffin basket or something. Maybe a patriotic muffin basket.
Yeah. God takes sometimes what seems like a bad situation and works it out for our good. And this week has worked out way differently than we ever could have imagined. You know, at the beginning of the week on Monday morning, all we were planning to do is, you know, go perform this song on a local Nashville station there and hopefully get some exposure, get a few new fans. And because of what happened, and, you know, we just couldn't bring ourselves to do it. We said, hey, this country, you should be able to say that you love America. And if we can't say that, then we're not going to perform a different song just because that's too controversial.
No.
And because of that, you know, things changed a lot for us this week.
It's so absurd. You know, I would get it if you guys were coming in to sing WAP. You know, I mean, look, okay, that's probably too controversial for some daytime television. You know, you're not going to be able to drop it down like that. That's okay. I understand that, you know. But when the most controversial thing is you're talking about loving the country, I mean, that's literally what the song is about. It's just about,
Right.
I mean, there's not a single lyric in it, to me, tinged with something that any normal human being wouldn't hear and be, okay, you know, it's not a theme I haven't heard before. Hell, Chevy trucks ran that theme for, you know, 50 years. This is not new, you know. So,
Right.
So what has been, you know, you say this week didn't go exactly as you expected. What has been the result of this?
Well, we're just extremely humbled. Like Jordan was saying, we went into this week expecting to play this song on TV there in Nashville and get some new fans. But because of what happened, the TikTok army, the X army, Facebook, Instagram, they have just been so amazing, outpouring with their love, and it's just been so humbling for us because, well, it's like he was saying, like when God tries to close a door, it's usually because he has a better one for you that he's about to open. And so what seemed like a bad situation on Monday evening turned out to be something that we never even expected. And so many people have just sent so many comments saying how much they appreciate us and appreciate the song and how much they love it. It's just been so great.
No, I think that it shows a lot of different things. Number one, it does show things are changing dramatically,
Right.
you know, but this is the lesson that they can't learn, and I don't know why, which is, look, let's say that they just let everything play out exactly the way it was. Who knows? Maybe it would have just blown right up from that show. It could have very well. It's a great song, period. But
Thank you.
what they did do inadvertently is make damn sure it did blow up. You know? And so it seems self-defeating, doesn't it?
Well, actually, you know, we have some good news to report too, because we're just learning about all these charts and stuff. Because I don't know, you know, a lot of these national charts we've not been a part of, or you know,
Right.
we finished the week, which goes. We've learned this goes from Thursday to Thursday as far as tracking songs' popularity, and so this really started to get a lot of heat on Tuesday. Well, we finished the week, which was last night at midnight, #1 on country songs list for most downloads.
Really?
And at one point a day or two ago, we were #1 in all genres for downloads, and we finished that chart at #4 in the whole country. And so we went from never being on one of those charts to hitting the top of them in a matter of a few days.
Yeah.
So it's been a huge change going from, you know, we thought, well, we're going to miss getting some promotion and getting some new fans to the most promotion we've ever gotten. Yeah,
Right.
so we're really,
And it didn't cost us anything.
the whole week is just a blur to us, it seems like.
Well, that's-
And we have people like you to thank for that.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for having us on your show and or doubt about this. It's people like you and the people that listen to your show that we have to think that it's all because of you guys. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
No, we appreciate you. We're all in that. I think a lot of us are in that same battle, and I don't like to describe it like that, but at this point, it kind of feels that way sometimes. Which is that we just want to maintain civility and freedom of speech for everybody. And that shouldn't be too much to ask. I think that's kind of the cornerstone of what we do. But that conversation we can have anytime. But what I want to know from you is this. I'm sitting here listening to you tell me about looking at a chart where you're number one on country, and then you're number 4, and then you're number 1 on all genres. In that moment when you're sitting there, what is that feeling like, man? I mean, every artist in the world wants to have that feeling, man.
It doesn't seem real. This whole week is just like, is this something I'm going to wake up from and be like, man, that would have been really cool to happen in real life. But to pull up a chart like that and see the other names on it, just like artists that we look up to, artists that everybody knows, and to see that our song is in that conversation is just, like Seth said, it's all because of you guys. We made the song, but without support, it doesn't mean anything. And so we appreciate everybody that's downloaded the stream, that's shared, and we can't wait to keep playing this song. We had a show last night, first live show with the number 1 song, and every phone, it's the first time we've experienced this, but pretty much every phone in the whole auditorium was out recording when we played that song. And it's just like, I guess this is what having a really popular song feels like. We haven't experienced that up to this point.
I'll tell you.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I'll tell you at one point yesterday, I remember I was off by myself for a few minutes, and I just pulled up the chart and I looked at it, and at the top of it, it said, the number 1 song in the country is Duggar Band True Colors. And I got a little emotional with that, because this is like, you finally slow down from all the interviews and all the things that's just changed so much this week. Yeah. And I had a moment to myself, and I can't believe this. And I was just so thankful, so humbling. And it was an emotional moment, and just so thankful to God and you guys for that.
I write songs, and I love doing it for the love of doing it. But that feeling is one I hope one day that I'll have. Just like you guys did. And I can only imagine how amazing it is now. So I'm guessing also when you have a number 1 song, and let me say that when you have a number 1 song. Yeah, it feels good, doesn't it? When you have a number 1 song, I'm guessing that all of a sudden your phone starts blowing up like crazy. Like everybody in the world must start calling you. Am I right?
That has been the case. It's thankfully we have a team of people that's helping us. Our friend John Rich has been so key in helping us navigate this. He produced the track for us.
Oh, did he? Okay.
We met him a couple years ago, and we became good friends. And he's just such a giving and kind person, and has just helped us navigate through the music industry leading up to this. And then he produced this song for us, and after this happened, I mean, he was the first call that we made, and he's just walked us through it. He's volunteered his team to help us through it, because we didn't have a whole team of people behind us like major artists do, and he's continuing to help us navigate that. And but yeah, it's one thing after another. It's awesome. I'm so surprised that this many people care about talking to us. So we have that side of things where we've had more interviews than we've ever done in a few days. But then
I think you've come at a moment in time that was made for you. Do you understand what I'm saying when I say that? That this is a moment that I think a lot of people can rally around. It's relatable. Seth and Jordan aren't. They didn't step out of a limo to produce this track. You probably got out of trucks like normal people, and you probably do normal things in your life with your families. It's pretty damn normal. And so, everybody can relate. Look, they don't live in Hollywood. They live in Nashville. Look, I've got a lot of musician friends in Nashville. I've got a friend, Luke Shoemaker, an amazing artist there, and he's having his moment too. And so I know the Nashville community, and it's a good community. These aren't Hollywood dudes, and so everybody can relate to it. Everybody can identify. Hey, this is a song anybody could sing and should be okay with, And and I think it's good to hear that. I think people have fatigued of hearing how bad it is, and people are ready to shift those gears and move back into something better. And we're done with it, is what I'm saying,
Right. Right. And to your point, our family, I don't think we've told anybody this really yet, but our family likes to play cornhole. And we play once a week on Mondays.
Okay.
And we start it when the time changes because you have a little bit more daylight after work. And so we like 5 o'clock and we all play a tournament. We keep up with it throughout the year, the rankings, and we have a championship at the end. It's a whole big fun
No,
thing.
I get it. We have a Mario Kart thing like that. I feel you.
Yeah, so there's about 20 to 30 people that come to it. And actually, where we received the email was while we were at Cornhole playing with our family.
Wow.
And that's the moment that we received this email that changed our life. And so, yeah, to your point, just out playing Cornhole and this happens.
It really that simple. I mean, and that is why, you guys, I think, again, it's a moment tailor-made for you because you're us. We're you. We're the same. We're just people going through our lives, trying to make the very best of our lives, and hope at the end of the day you got a little extra to have a beer with your family, hang out, whatever. Normal people stuff, and that's it. I mean, that's the bottom line. Is you're us and we're you, and that's why this moment's made for you. I'm proud of you guys. I mean, from a human standpoint, that you stood your ground on something you believe in and you're passionate about, and you're doing it. I feel like listening to you in a really kind way. You don't seem attacking. You don't seem defensive. I'm not, hearing you yell a bunch of things about the other side. You're just talking about, listen, I'm just trying to live my life and make good music, And so that's, I applaud you for how you're conducting yourself through this trial and tribulation.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, man. Well, listen, I know that you guys have so much going on, and would you tell people that want to get you? I know, we can go to, is it Duggerband, the Duggerband.com? Is that right?
Duggerband.com is a website.
Duggerband.com.
Pretty much on every. Yeah, and that's DGGERBAND for those listening. And we're pretty much on every social media platform, so it's the same thing. Just search Duggar Band, you'll be able to find us. And then as far as the song, you can stream or download it pretty much everywhere music is available. So.
And what's the name of the song?
True Colors.
True Colors is the name of the song. I do have to ask this. You're not by chance the offspring of the Duggars here in Arkansas?
No, they're actually AR, and we're ER.
See,
so
that's right. I had to get that. I live here, so everybody's going to ask it.
Yeah, we've been asked that
a million times. Yeah, I'm sure.
It's actually spelled differently, so.
Yeah. I knew it was. I was just having a little bit of fun with you guys. But listen, very thankful for you. And listen, I know that things are probably about to change for you guys. You're probably going to be hitting the road and supporting your song and doing new stuff. But, if you have time along the way, I'd love to have you back on and talk more about, what your next songs are and what you're doing and, how the career's going and just kind of keep up with you, in a family way.
Yeah,
we'd love to.
That sounds great. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Man,
Thanks for having us on. Happy to.
So thankful that you took time out of your busy day to be on here. We really do appreciate it. And I got to tell everybody, go download True Colors and get in the fight with these guys. It'd be awesome.
Thanks so much, Patrick. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Y'all have a great day, okay, man? I'll talk to you soon.
Hey, you too. Thank you.
All right, man. What a great
Man, that was great.
You know what my takeaway from them is they're just so nice.
Well, they are. I had stumbled across them on TikTok.
Yeah, Rich, thank you. Rich connected us up because he discovered them scrolling TikTok.
And that's what I was going to say. I wasn't saying that, to take credit or anything.
But
I mean, it was just a great
I'll give
interview.
you
But
flowers on that.
and I appreciate that. But like when like I said, I stumbled across them on TikTok. They're there, playing their music and doing songs. But in between each song, they were taking the time out to interact with the listeners and, who's on the TikTok.
Yeah.
And that's what really kind of gathered my attention because, not only are they a band that's trying to make it, but they're not just, pushing us out. They're interacting with you and talking with you. And definitely, man, if you get a chance, of course, download True Colors. But click into one of their TikToks, man. Say what's up. Say, show them some support. They'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, it really, I think so too. I agree with everything you just said. Now, copyright, because we're not, on BMI or ASCAP, I can't play songs from artists that are copyright songs. But I do have my own song that I'll play here that we'll do, and then we'll be done for the day. But big thank you to Rich for coming in.
Absolutely.
Big thank you to Amanda coming in.
Absolutely.
Go see Amanda at the break room. Go tear some shit up and, get your emotions in check, right?
Can I give one small little plug?
Yes, you can give a plug, of course.
So we're running a special all March long, everything booked online as far as individual and team packages and gift cards are 10% off with the code Phenomenon10. It is on our socials. Just go.
Just copy and paste it from your socials.
But like if you don't know how to spell that, you can go look on our socials.
Oh, that's what it's saying.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
Cool.
Phenomenon10 is the promo code.
Yes.
And that'll get you 10% off.
Yes.
Anything going on at the break room through online purchase.
Correct.
That is awesome. That's every dollar is a dollar.
Absolutely.
And what about yourself, Rich? The intermission coming up Sunday. What's going to be happening?
Yeah, so we got the intermission coming up Sunday. We'll have Logan Light on and Jeremy Montez, or a gorgeous. He's a local announcer, comedian, wrestling fanatic.
Yeah.
So he's going to be on. We're going to be discussing the psychology behind wrestling.
Oh, really?
So it's going to be a pretty good episode. And
Should be interesting.
Yeah, we're going to talk about a lot of different things, and then actually just before Sunday, so Saturday, coming out to Hard Riders right here in Jacksonville.
I wish.
TNR is going to be putting on an event there, so I'll be there doing that announcing thing, and then afterwards we're all going to hang out, have some drinks, and come hang out, say what's up.
Everybody needs to come hang out. Now let's end on a jam that I did. I was inspired by those guys, to be honest with you, and I said, well, why can't I just put one together? Because I can't play theirs. So here we go, and have a good one, y'all.
I know what the news tells me, and the internet is even louder. Love a lady, liberty is criminality, and I'm wrong not to doubt her. Here's what they don't understand. I know it ain't a perfect country, but I'm proud to be on this land. But I always thought it's for you and me. You can light it on fire. Go ahead and burn it to the ground. We'll build it even higher. You're never taking us down. Yeah, I know it's really cool to hate God, guns, and the USA, but all that shit you learned in school, it ain't ever gonna play. Yeah, you can say anything you feel, that's what's known as freedom. Let 'em spit it out, but here's the deal. Oh, we ain't gotta believe 'em. You can light it on fire. Go ahead and burn it to the ground. because your neighbor's a clown, that business don't belong to you. Just because we can't all be friends, don't mean we gotta be enemies. It doesn't mean you have to pretend that you even agree with me. And while you may think it's a trend, just remember, don't tread on me. You can light it on fire. Go ahead and burn it to the ground. We'll build it even higher. You're never taking us down.
Late